You met Trump recently, is that
I
right?
met Donald Trump at a
Is this a true story?
Yes,
Or is
sir.
this one of your, he has a farm and a goat comes by? Because I'm not putting up with that shit.
This,
I saw Trump. Trump. He had a farm. He said, "I want you to meet my donkey." He said, and I was like, "Well, Mr. Trump, I know you're running for president, but tell me more about this here donkey." Well, he says, "If you want to see the donkey, you got to first meet my 3 daughters." Now, the first one's shy, the second one's sexy, and the third one has 1 leg. I'm making all of this up.
I know.
But this is exactly what you do.
But the ending, I would never tell that type of joke, because that's that kind of a joke that we shouldn't be telling.
You're right. I apologize.
But I will say, no, I did meet Trump. No,
This is true. You met Trump.
An absolutely true story. I was on another talk show, not a competing talk show, because talk shows don't compete.
Hey,
anymore.
and I think no show competes with this one.
No, sir. You say that with irony, but I say that with truth. I agree with you. You've been on the air 23 years.
Yeah.
My God, Mr. Carson. 7 years shy of Carson himself. Can you imagine?
Carson Daly.
Carson Daly. Carson Daly's been on 45 years. But look at this man compared to Johnny Carson at the time. You know, look at Johnny Carson. Get a picture of him 7 years before he retired. Long white hair, white beard.
He didn't have a white beard. Johnny always looked fantastic.
Well, have I ever done my Johnny Carson impression for you?
No, you haven't. And I'm sure this young audience would love to see it. Let's see it.
This is, you can play along. You can be the 911 operator. This is Johnny Carson when he was having his heart attack. He actually phoned 911. People don't know this. He phoned 911 himself. He's a very brave man. And so during a heart attack, he phoned 911. So you be the 911 operator.
Yeah, okay.
Say hello. You know.
Hello.
Hello. This is Johnny Carson.
Oh, Mr. Carson, how can I help you?
I feel like there's a yak on my chest.
Well, sir, I'm going to hang up on you now. That's a good Johnny, but times have changed.
I know.
Now listen.
I shouldn't say stuff like that.
Mr.
Listen.
Trump, you met Trump?
I did meet Trump. I guess I feel as a closeted gay man living in a deeply, like a sham of a marriage, I have the right to say more, but I guess I don't. Mr. Trump, this is a true story. Yes, we were on a talk show, not as good as your talk show. He was on first. I was on second. There was only 3 minutes between. He stepped out. Secret Service was everywhere. He knows me. I've met him. And I said, Mr. Trump, can I get a picture? He goes, you're funny. I love you. I'll take a picture with you in a minute. And then he turned around and he walked down with the Secret Service guy and got in an elevator. And
I love that.
yeah, it was like a Buster Keaton film or something. Thanks. Well, hey. Hello. No, you don't have to say hello. Big week for me today. I bought a dog, and man, I don't know about you, but these dogs are getting kind of expensive, aren't they? What the hell's going on with the price of dogs? I mean, what's the deal there with the dogs? So I go to this dog store, you know, and a typical salesman there, you know, he's one of them big, high-pressure dog salesman types, you know. So the guy tries to sell me his dog, $500, you know, big $500 dog, and I'm looking to pay, you know, maybe a buck or $2 maybe. I'm thinking $2. That was my ceiling, you know, $2. I figured I'm not going higher than $2. What am I made of money?
So the guy goes, no, he says, buy this dog here. He says, this is a pit bull. It will protect your valuables, this dog, you know. And I don't have anything valuable. I don't own anything. What do I look like? I own stuff, you know? I buy the pit bull. That would be the most valuable thing I own. That would be the thing. Now I have to buy something to protect it, you know. Then I'd be out. Be shopping for Wolverines the next day, you know? I'd be going, what you got in a timber wolf? Show me something in a timber wolf. What do you got? You got anything in a timber wolf there? What do you got? Timber wolves? But you got it, you know, they're an expensive dog, you know, that's my point. Where the hell did that dog even come from, a pit bull? I never heard of that dog. When I grew up, there was no pit bulls, you know? That's not even a... How does that dog just show up like that one day, you know? When I was a kid, the toughest dog was a Doberman dog. You ever see them? They're a tough... Oh, man, they'll rip your throat out, them dogs. Just like a pit bull. That's how they kill you. And they rip your throat out and you die, you know. But I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But they're a dangerous dog. I don't buy no dangerous dogs, I'll tell you that. I always buy a dog that if I have to, I can take him. You know, that's my... I got a wiener dog. I got one of them. You ever have one? That's a nice dog, a wiener dog. They can't rip your throat out unless you're lying down, you know, that'd be the only way. You'd have to be lying down, sleeping. And then late at night, the wiener dog would sneak up and start nibbling at your throat there. Like that. And then you wake up, oh, get away from me, you wiener dog. What the hell, you think you are, a pit bull or something? You're not a pit bull. You're nothing but a wiener dog. It's ridiculous. It's all you'll ever be, when you think about it. Oh, man, but I love my wiener dog, you know? You don't see Dobermans anymore, you notice that? Pit bulls now everywhere. Doberman's like a forgotten dog, you know? You never see a Doberman. Once in a while you see him, like you'd be on a park bench with a Frisbee. You know, I used to be somebody. I'm a Doberman. But oh, I love my wiener dog. I got him a nice gift for his birthday. He's got a lot of birthdays. I got him one of them rubber bones. You ever see them? That's a fun gift, huh, for a dog? And then the dog gets it, goes, yes, not a bone, yeah. Yeah, a million laughs. It's not a bone at all. Okay, well, hey, that's it for me, huh? Hey, you guys have been great. Hey, enjoy. Good night.
Norm MacDonald, everyone. We'll be right back with the Bug Lady, Betty.
Thank you. Hey. Thanks a lot. Well, it's good to be here, and I'm having a good time. I'm watching a lot of TV. Do you enjoy watching the TV? And my favorite thing to watch is Star Search. That's my favorite show. Man, that's a good show with Ed McMahon. And you know what's good about that show? You get to see the stars of tomorrow today. You don't have to... you don't have to wait around till tomorrow. So, and I love my favorite part, you know, is when Ed McMahon introduces the junior dancers. You know, when he does that, he always has this like, hot property! Bunch of kids come dancing out there. Too cute for you! And I also like that because they got junior dancers on it too. And you never see junior dancers anywhere else in show business, you know? It's only on that show. You never, where the hell is, you know? I mean, you never hang around and go, hey, honey, what do you want to do tonight? Maybe go down to the bar there or catch a movie or something there? Or, hey, I know, I heard about this new joint down on 6th Street. They got the 5-year-olds dancing. Maybe we could... I understand Hot Property's going to be there tonight. We can see them. I've never seen them live. I hear they're better live than on the TV. They're even better. And that's also a big mistake they make on Star Search. They always name their groups like Hot Property and stuff like that, as if that's going to help them win. You know, what kind of... Like the bands, it's always like some embarrassing intro, you know. Always like Ed be going, our next group has been kicking around the Miami area for the last 16 years. Now America, say hello to Overnight Success. There they are. There they are. Then it looks lame if you lose with a name like that, you know. You don't look good. So now it's time for the judge's decision. You ever see the judges on Star Search, too? What kind of lame judges are they? You know, you never heard of the guy? He always got some suspicious credentials there. You never heard, you know? So I was like, now it's time to meet our judges. He is the president of Tri-Media Artists. And he represents such stars as Meadowlark Lemon. Here he is. He's a bald guy with glasses. Then they cut to a bald guy with glasses. Guys waving. But no, so you know, you want the good names. You know, you don't want the bad. Always the guys with the bad names get the winning. You know, the guys with the big good names. I was like, now it's time for another tough decision for our judges. You know, so another tough decision for our judges. Our challenges. Overnight Success receive 1 1/4 stars. But and then I like when Ed like brings them over. That's my favorite part. Like when the guy that wins, you know, on over here, Overnight Success. Let's pretend they win, you know. And then they run over, you know, and then sometimes Ed has some good news for him. That's my favorite part. He'll go, Overnight Success. Well, it's good to see you there. And how would you like if I told you you're in the semifinals? It's all exciting. Okay, hey folks, I'm gonna go over there now. Thanks a lot, huh? Talk to you later.
Norm MacDonald's here. We were enjoying your bit, especially over here, your stand-up, because Andy was a judge on Star Search.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I was.
Andy's the president of TriStar Entertainment. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
That's the caliber of guy I'm talking about.
Hey! They love each other.
Oh.
That's what we need more of on TV.
What the hell am I doing? Okay.
How are you? How you doing
Good,
on
man.
Update? You're doing a great
Fun,
job.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Well, I try to, you know, make it funny and stuff, and
And that's your secret.
yeah. You know what you got to do? You got to keep in track of the competition. That's what I find. You know, see what they're doing and try to make it funnier than them. So, like, I brought some jokes I do, and then some jokes that, you know, you might hear from the competition, you know.
Okay.
So here's Al Cowlings. You know this guy.
Yeah.
So my joke was Al Cowlings now has a 1-900 number. For $2.99 a minute, Cowlings will tell callers that OJ is innocent. For $3.99 a minute, he'll try to do it without laughing.
I like that joke.
Yeah, well, they don't. Now, compare this with, this was Tom Brokaw's joke. You know, your earlier guest?
Yeah, yeah.
This was his joke the same night. A.C. Cowlings, the man who drove O.J. Simpson's Bronco as police followed, today came out with his own 1-900 number. NBC's David Bloom has more. Not even funny, you know? It's like, like the lamest,
Yeah, no, it's kind of
lamest
lame.
joke I've ever heard in my life. Now, here's another one here. Twin daughters have been born to Andrew and Carrie Kennedy Cuomo. This one from 2 weeks ago. Making former New York Governor Mario Cuomo a grandfather. The girls were named Pataki and Sucks. So that was my joke.
That's your joke.
Yeah,
That's a
which
good
I
joke. Here we go.
Now here's Brokaw,
Okay.
the guy that they're paying all these millions to. He says, Mario Cuomo is a grandfather today. NBC's Jim Bitterman has more.
It's like,
It's like almost exactly the same joke as his other one. He changed the guy's name. All right.
what's he doing?
What?
Yeah. You hold on to those,
He's
Andy.
crazy.
Those will come in very handy.
I figured it out because I saw his show. You know what the problem is? He's got guys in the background typing. They're typing stories, and he's already doing the news. It's like too late, you know? What the hell's he thinking? Let him start a half hour earlier and get off a half hour earlier, and you'd have a better, I don't know.
All right. Well, how I see you're in Billy. What is it? Billy Madison.
Oh, yeah,
I caught
yeah,
Adam's
yeah,
movie
yeah.
the other day.
Yeah,
How was that? You're a movie star now.
Yeah, no. I'm just in that movie with Adam.
Well, what's it
And,
like working on a film? Yeah.
It was great. It was great to work with Adam. You know, I never met him. That was the odd part. In the whole movie, you'd think I'd have a chance to meet the guy.
Uh-huh.
Never came up.
You don't see him around Saturday Night Live at all?
No, I never see him. He's not. We never crossed paths. You know.
Uh-huh.
One of those things. People think these guys, these audience people, they think everybody in show business knows everybody.
That's right.
They're idiots. Oh, not
He didn't mean anyone here.
No.
Or anyone watching at home.
No.
You didn't mean anything like that.
No. You guys aren't idiots. You know that. You don't have to have me tell you you're not idiots, for God's sake. But you're not. You're not idiots.
I got you out of that hole fine. You went back.
That one guy is an idiot over there. I swear to God.
That guy, yeah. We've
But
had
most
problems
of
with
them
him.
are.
All right. All right. Who's on Saturday Night Live this week? It's George Clooney and the Cranberries, is that right?
Yes.
That's what it says on this card.
George Clooney and the Cranberries.
Yeah, that'll be a fun show to watch.
Yeah.
Try some Brokaw material when you're out there.
Okay.
All right, well, I'll be looking forward to it.
Okay, buddy. Hey.
Thanks for coming
Nice
by,
seeing you,
Norm.
man. Thanks, bud.
Norm MacDonald, everybody.
Hey, thanks a lot there. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Well, thanks. Good to be here, and I'm feeling good and everything. I had a rough day today, though. I bit my tongue. You ever do that? Yeah. And I got a big purpley thing on the side of my tongue there, and hurts like a bastard, you know. And it's embarrassing biting your tongue there, you know, because, you know, you're walking down the street there, minding your own business, you know, you're just, you know, doodly-doo. Oh! Then you bit your tongue, you got this bit tongue going there, and everybody looking at you, and man, that's bad. People go, hey, what's the matter there? What happened to you? You go, ah. They go, what, you bite your tongue? No, it's my uncle died. But I was thinking about it today, actually. I'm surprised that I don't bite my tongue all the time, you know, because I got so many teeth, you know. I got like, I got 50, 100 teeth in my head, and they're all right around my tongue, you know. They're all right near the vicinity of my tongue, and they'll bite anything, my teeth. They don't care, you know. Could be a pork sandwich, could be my tongue. What do they care? They just bite. That's all they know. That's all they know. They're not trained for anything else. They just bite. I got too many teeth. That's the problem. I got like 50, 100 teeth, and I only need, I don't know, I never count them, but I like to deal with round numbers. But I got a lot of teeth, and I don't need hardly any of them, you know, because a lot of them are like, I got like I got fangs here. You ever see these teeth going here? There are a couple of, you got big fangs sticking out, which you got no use for, you know, because that's from back in the old days. You needed them back then to, like, whatever, you know. You know what I mean? You had to go out in the morning and stalk a gazelle and rip his throat out with your teeth. But, you know, you don't have to do that anymore, do you? Thank God those days are over, huh, folks? Remember back then when you had to wake up? Ah! Ah! I should just take a pair of pliers and pull out. Like, I figure I only need, like, maybe 6 teeth. I tested it out on a sandwich, you know? All I need, I eat a sandwich, and there's like 4, 5, 6 teeth marks, and that's it. There's no 50, 100 teeth marks. I lost a tooth back in the back of my head, and my dentist wanted to take it out. I said, just leave it, man. I don't need to grind cornmeal or anything like that. You know where you don't want to miss a tooth, though? You ever see a guy no tooth up here in the front? Oh, that looks bad. Oh, man. You look like the stupidest guy in the world. You got no tooth there. You could be the smartest guy in the world, but you got no tooth, and people just think that you're the stupidest guy, you know? You could be the smartest guy in the world, talking to all the other smart guys. Oh, listen now, other smart guys. Listen as I tell you. And people go, hey, you got no tooth there. What the hell are you talking about? Take a look in the mirror. Hey, yeah. But I take good care of my teeth, you know? You got to take care of your teeth. That's what I brush them. You ever do that? Sure you have. Everybody has. What am I asking that for? I got trying to floss. That's a tough thing to get into, huh? That's a bastard, that flossing. Oh my God, you got a rope there in between your teeth. And then after you're finished, your mouth's a big gushing fountain of blood going there, you know. You go, yeah, this feels good now. Yes. I feel a little faint, but I got that thing with I got that piece of pork from the pork sandwich. So that's good, I got that. So I don't floss. The hell with flossing, I say, you know. I do the next best thing. You know what I do? What I do is I tell my dentist that I floss. I just lie to the guy. What the hell do I care? I'm just a dentist, you know. They don't care. The dentists, they don't know any better, you know. He goes, hey, Norm, you've been flossing lately like I told you there. And I go, yeah, yes. And then he goes, yeah, you have, because I can't help but notice all the plaque in between your teeth there. I can't help but find there's plaque all between your teeth. And I go, oh, yes. Well, that's dentist. That's because on my way over here to the dentist's office, on my way from the place where I was, I come over here, I stopped at I had a bowl of some plaque. I had a bowl of plaque. I had a big dish of plaque there. They had it down at the restaurant. They had a half a pork sandwich and a bowl of plaque. It was their special. And then he goes, all right, fair enough. Where you go? Okay, well, I got no ending to that. But God bless you folks. And I'm going to talk to Conan now. I'll see you later. Bye. Proud.
That happens wherever you go, right?
Yeah, everybody yells. Actually, like when I started doing comedy, I would go on stage and I was doing it for a couple of years, and then I'd go on stage sometimes and people would go, Norm, Norm. And I thought I was catching on, but it was from Cheers, right? So
they were just excited about the show Cheers?
Yeah. So like a moron, I go, hey, I'm doing pretty good.
That's
here.
a sad thing to happen to you.
Yeah.
All right, well, happier things. You're, what are you? You're on your 4th show of the season?
Saturday
Night
Night Live, yeah.
You guys are doing and you got Quentin Tarantino this week.
Yeah, that's
Smashing
really
Pumpkins.
cool.
That's a cool show.
That's really cool.
You got to be excited about that.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino is like so cool, you know. And,
Yeah.
And plus, in the back of your head, you think maybe he'll put you in one of his movies. Well, it's never
Really?
gonna happen, but
No.
maybe. But he's a great writer too, you know, and really cool. And you know, Pulp Fiction was like my favorite movie. I've seen it like 100 times.
Uh-huh.
And it was on, I thought it was on pay-per-view. It's on pay-per-view this
Yeah,
month.
that's right. They show it there, yeah.
So the other night, like I ordered it, you know, I called in and ordered it, and then I got the wrong one, and it was that porno one. It was Pump Friction. You know that one?
Oh, man.
Have you seen that one?
No, I mean, no. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was all right.
It was okay?
Yeah, they're different movies. I mean, you know. They're not,
Really?
like Pulp Fiction is kind of a, you know, a gritty urban fable with strong characters and acting, and you know, Pump Friction is more, it's, you know, graphic sex with guys.
Yeah. I could see how they're different. Yeah.
It's like apples and oranges. You can't compare them, you know? They're both
So
good.
why would you want to? Yeah.
But I called the cable company and about an hour later and complained.
They're going to get that straightened out.
Yeah, they got that stuff.
Good. That's good. Sex is everywhere, though. You can't, you know, you can't
I love
hide from
porn.
it.
Do you guys watch a lot of pornos? There you go. How can you not enjoy
That's what our
those?
demographic studies show. To find out who's watching. Our fans love porno. That's what we know about this show.
I always thought they should have, like, you know how they have that Dick Clark, Ed McMahon, like, blooper shows?
The blooper show, yeah.
They should have those for pornos, you know, because, you know, I'm sure they make mistakes on the set and everything. You know, it'd be funny to see, you know, like the girl going, you know, Harry, you have a huge clock. Ooh. You know, like just messing up their lines. Am I right?
And then you cut back to Ed McMahon and...
Yeah. Cut back to Ed and Dick. I don't know. That's
You don't know what you're doing. You're just riffing here. You don't know.
Yeah.
You got...
I like, actually, you know, graphic sex better than... You know what bugs me is, like... I like pornos and stuff, but I don't like... What I don't like is, like, when they try to be... Like, they have sexual, like, innuendo, and...
Right.
So they pretend like it's not about sex, but... all my life. You remember that show? I remember as a kid, Dating Game. Remember that show?
Yeah.
And it was a game show, but, you know, it was all about... Everything was sex, you know? It was all dirty. And, you know that show, right?
Everything had a double meaning
Everything
on that
had a
show.
double meaning,
Yeah.
you know? And so the girls would ask, and then they get these guys that were like, good Lord, you know? I don't know where they'd find these guys. And get a beautiful girl, and then these three, you know, serial killer type guys behind the neck, you know? And, you know, the girl would have to ask these questions that were all had double meanings, you know, like the girl go, you know, if I were a popsicle, what would you do to me? You know, something like that.
Right. I remember that.
Then the guy'd be like, well, first I'd, you know, take your wrapper off, you know, if you know what I mean, you know, and then I'd grab a hold of your big sticks there, you know, if you know what I mean, and, you know, and then I'd press you against the counter so you're broken too, you know, if you know what I mean, and then you know, I put half you in the freezer till later, you know, and it was good Lord, you know, you'd be like, shocked.
Oh, I miss those days in TV. It's tough though. There's so much sex. I know you got a family. You got a kid, right?
Yeah, I got a beautiful little kid. Dylan.
How old is he?
He's 3. He's the greatest. Yeah.
Is he like what? I mean, what? Let's just end there. He's just a great kid.
Yeah, he's like 3 now. He's reaching the age where he's kind of they reached that kind of cruel age, you know, where it's like you know, Lord of the Flies or something, where you got to watch him. And we got a dog, you know, a little dog.
Yeah, I know dogs. Yeah.
We call him Doogie. When I was a kid, my parents named my dog Snoopy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was completely embarrassed all the time. It's like the hackiest name you can call your dog, you know. And people go, hey, what's your dog's name? It's nothing, you know. We just say nothing. But so the point of the story is this.
Yes.
My kid is getting this cruel age, and you always got to watch him around the dog, you know, because he'll, you know, and he lies, you know, like you go, hey, what are you doing there? You shouldn't be petting his eyeball like that. He doesn't like that, you know. And he's like, no, he likes that. You told me. I go, dogs can't talk. I'm not stupid, you know.
Yeah.
And I can't even find the dog anymore because the kids always, hey, where are you, Doogie? Where to play with Dylan? Where are you? You know, I can't find him anywhere, you know. Open the cupboard, dog's in there. You know,
Not here.
Not here.
Folks, we're back. I'm here with Norm MacDonald. Now, Norm, you know, you're doing Weekend Update again this year. You got to do a lot of stuff about the news. That's all you got to do is the news.
That's it.
What are we
yeah.
going to be hearing this year?
Well,
Anything?
I'm looking forward to the Olympics coming up. You know, that's because I love sports. You know, I watch every sport, so the Olympics is my favorite thing. And I don't watch them. Like sometimes in the Olympics they have like lame sports, you know, where they're not real sports. You know, like a lot of times what they'll do is they'll try to combine two sports together. You know, make up a new sport.
Right.
You know? They're fine sports together, but when they mix them up, they make a god-awful mess, you know? And like I saw this one, I remember, it was a guy, he like run a 100-yard dash and then fish. You know the guy's... you know,
fish, yeah.
Yeah, he's fishing in a creek.
So that's not a good one. You don't like that.
No, and you know, all the sports, and you know, they got the great sports and then the bizarre, like, you ever see that one where they like walk fast? It's the fast walking. It's just a guy walking fast. It's not like a sport. And you know, like that you know, this guy doesn't get a lot of respect around the Olympic Village, you know, from like the sprinters and stuff, you know. And you're going, hey Fred, good stroll today there, man. That was a briskest stroll. What, you smashed the 20-minute mile, I heard. They said it could never be done. But you know what's weird is that guy gets a gold medal, and meanwhile, like the decathlon champ, he gets a gold medal. You know, that's not fair. Like they shouldn't get the same thing. Like, you get the gold medal, you're the world's greatest athlete, you do 10, and then the other guy walks fast. It's like crazy.
They should have another medal.
Yeah, they should have.
Right.
He should get like they should give that guy like a stick or something. You get a stick, you know?
A nice stick, but a stick.
Yeah, a nice stick. That's for you, buddy. And then you can do all your great endorsement deals there afterwards.
All right. Well, okay, we know about SNL. You got any other deals going? You must have something else cooking, another iron in the fire.
I finished a book. I just finished a book that's going to be pretty funny, and it's really funny. It's got great pictures in it. And,
really?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's
I got
cool.
it here. It's here it is. It's Howard Stern's Miss America. It's the best.
Good book.
There it is. So you can go buy that.
Good for you. Hey, congratulations on that. That's terrific.
That's a great book.
Good for you.
Yep.
All right, can you hang on one sec, Norm? Because this is the part of the show.
Okay, I wanted to just quickly, can I plug a gig?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Rascals next week in New Jersey.
Okay.
And Governors in Long Island. Jackie the Joke Man Martin will be there.
Oh, that'll be a good
So that's
show.
good.
Check
So
that
go
out.
watch that.
We're back. I'm here with Norm MacDonald. And you often speak of your native Canada.
Yeah, I love Canada.
You mention it a lot.
Yeah, people love a couple of people.
3 to be exact.
Yeah, they like it.
That's important. Where are you from? Are you from a big city? Where are you
No,
from?
I'm from a little town. It's called Monkland, and it's only 108 people.
108. That's
Yeah,
small.
it's country, you know. It's really rural. And but man, I'll tell you, there's lots of funny stories from there.
Well, I'm sorry we don't have time. Thank you very much for coming, Norm. It was good having you here. It was Norm MacDonald. Good night, everybody.
Because farm
Really?
people, you
there
know.
are funny stories from this town.
Yeah, because farm people, they all seem to be, you know, there always seems to be a funny story. I remember one time.
There better be, Norm.
There was a guy, man. He lived down the road. His name was John Neil Mergerison. And this guy, I went to him once. I've been away for a couple of years, you know. I moved to the city, you know, and I came back. And I said, John Neil, how you doing? You know, I went to his what do you got, farm? And
Yeah, that thing, yeah.
So he's showing me his pigs. He had a bunch of pigs there, you know. He had a bunch of pigs, a bunch of them, and one of the pigs had a wooden leg, you know.
What?
Oh yeah, a wooden leg. So I thought that was odd, you know. So I says to him, I says, John Neil, that's odd. There, what's that pig? What's the story with that pig? So John Neil, he goes, oh man, Norm, he says, that's a special pig. He goes, you wouldn't believe that pig. I go, yeah, what, tell me about it. He goes, that pig, you wouldn't believe it. He says, last winter, you know, he goes, the house burned down. You know, you probably heard, the house burned down. And he says, me and the wife, we were sleeping on our bed. And he says, we never would have heard. We never would have heard. We never would have woken up. But he goes, that pig, he broke out of his pen. He ran all the way to the house. And he went up to the bedroom window, you know. And he says he starts hitting his little snout on a window, you know. And he says, me and the wife, we woke up. And we got out, man, just in time. We escaped that inferno. He didn't use the word inferno. He's just a farmer.
You threw that in there.
Yeah, he says,
Good.
we escaped that conflagration, you know? So I go, man, that's quite a story about the pig. He goes, oh, man, it doesn't stop there. I go, really? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, just later after that, like the following summer, me and the wife were plowing in North 40, and our little boy, only 2 years old, man, fell into the well. And all alone, you know, and we no way we could do anything. We were plowing, and he says we didn't hear, you know, and he says, man, you know, we're getting older. We're probably not going to have another kid. You know, that kid means everything to us. I go, I know, John Neal, I know that. You don't have to tell me that. So I said, what happens? He goes, that very same pig. He says he heard the child's wailing plaintive cry. He didn't say plaintiff, you know, he's a farmer. But he says he heard the child. He broke out of his pen. He ran all the way to the well. He looked down. There was the poor son of ours there, Billy, you know, down at the bottom of the well. He says the pig, he took his snout there. He started pulling up on a rope. And the kid got right out, you know, and man, that's great, isn't it? And I go, man, that's the greatest story I ever heard. Man, oh, what a pig. I said, what a pig that is. I said, one question, though, John Neal. I said, he got a wooden leg. I don't understand that part. Pig got a wooden leg over there. John Neal goes, man, he goes, what are you, crazy? He says, a great pig like that, you can't eat him all at once. You know, he says,
Mr. Abraham Lincoln, everybody.
yeah, that was...
All right. I can never forgive you. All right, well, let's mention this. Saturday Night Live this week's with Phil Hartman.
Yeah, it's going to be
Gin
exciting.
Blossom's on that show. That's a great show.
I don't know who they are, but Phil Hartman is great.
Norm MacDonald, everybody. Richard E. Grant, Gold Dust are coming up. We'll be right back. Here with Norm MacDonald, and you know, I find out more and more about you every time you come on the program. You know, I always study up on a file and I learn more about you. And I was really surprised to learn. I didn't know this. I didn't know this, but you were a bartender.
Yeah, I did a lot of jobs before I got into comedy, you know, and for a while I was slinging the hash. No. I wasn't no.
You idiot.
That was when I was a fry cook. I was a bartender. I was slinging the drinks, you know?
Sure, right.
And, oh, man, that was fun. I'll tell you what was fun about being a bartender. Always a story, you know?
Really?
Always something funny happening down at the bar.
Well, and, that's perfect for a talk show, then.
Yeah, this is a good example. I was, one time I was working in there. Drunk guy comes in, you know? And you're not supposed to serve the drunk guys. You know, that's one of the things you learn. So,
okay.
And also you learn how to make the drinks.
Yeah.
But, so the drunk guy comes in, you know, real drunk, you know, 3 sheets to the wind, you know. So this character sits down, you know, and I says to him, I says, what do you want? I can't serve you, you know. He goes, I don't want a drink, he says, you know. He says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard, you know. So I go to the guy, I say, you can't shoot a dart at my dartboard. He goes, you're not in this, you're drunk, you know. I said, I'm not going to let you, that'd be dangerous. That's a sharp thing, a dart, you know. So the guy goes, no, let me shoot 1 shot at the dartboard. So I go, all right, 1 shot, that's it. So the guy shoots the dart, bullseye. I never seen anything like it, you know, even in his state, bullseye. So the guy says to me, he says, what do I win? You know? So I don't know what he wins. I'm confused, you know? So I start looking around, try to find something for him, and I see right in the bottom of the bar area, there's a shoebox with a turtle in it.
From where? What is that doing there?
What? I was gonna give it as a gift to my nephew.
Okay, all right.
He wanted a turtle, and I said, I'll get him a turtle. That'll be a good gift.
Okay.
But then later I thought, that's a dumb gift, a turtle. Nobody likes a turtle, you know? The kid will probably just put him on his back until he dies. Kids are cruel, you know? So I said, why not just give it to this drunk?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I said, here's your prize, here it is. And so the guy takes it in a shoebox, you know, and he goes, thanks, and he walks out with it. So I figured that's the last I'll ever see of that guy.
Sure.
2 weeks later, the guy shows up again. Drunk again. So now I go, oh my God, that's that guy from 2 weeks ago, you know? So he walks up to the bar. I go, I can't serve you, buddy. I can't do that. He goes, I don't want. He says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard. I go, no, man, I let you do that before. He goes, but I got a bullseye. I say, yeah, but you can't do that again. That was luck. He goes, let me try. So he takes it, shoots it, bullseye again.
Oh, man.
So he goes, what do I win? So I'm confused. I don't know, I look around. I go, I don't know. I go, what did you win last time? He goes, oh, last time. He goes, last time I won a roast beef on a hard roll. It was the turtle.
We know it was the turtle. It was the turtle. We know.
Oh, my God.
It was the turtle.
Guy must have gone out and ate it. It was crazy.
Oh, he ate the turtle. I see now.
It was crazy.
That's the real end of the joke.
It wasn't a joke. That
I
was
know
a
it
true
really
story.
happened, right? God forbid that was a joke. Sorry for calling what really happened to you a joke. I apologize.
yeah.
All right, well, listen, starting out live this week, Christine Baranski. She's funny. And The Cure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good show. You'll be there.
I'm excited about Wayne Newton, seeing him. I don't know these people, but Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton, yeah, you gonna stick around for Wayne Newton?
I can't wait to see him.
Mr. Excitement, yeah, that's
he's
cool.
The greatest.
He's gonna be great.
I saw him when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was so great.
All right.
He gives it his all, that guy. No, seriously.
I'm sure he does. I didn't mean to laugh. I mean, he
met
does.
him backstage. This guy looks younger than us.
Yeah, he does.
He's a great looking. You guys are gonna have fun in a few minutes.
What a great plug. You got to stick around. You got to take it from Norm MacDonald, everybody. Thanks, Norm. Wayne Newton, Tracy Bonham coming up. It's a solid show. Stick around. Hey, everybody, we're back here with Norm MacDonald, and you were talking about going to the cat hospital or the pet hospital in the last segment. I understand you actually had to visit yourself.
Yeah,
the hospital.
I went. What happened was on the show, on the Saturday Night Live show.
Yeah, that show. Yeah, I know that show.
I was on that, and Dennis Rodman was a guest.
Dennis Rodman, right?
And so we thought it'd be funny if he headbutted me, So he headbutted me, but he did it really hard,
Do we have a? I think actually someone supplied the clip. This is you're not kidding around. This is a real clip of what happened. Let's show that, Liz.
You're gonna have to learn that there is such a thing as rules, Dennis Rodman. Do you understand that?
Sure, man. I understand.
Yeah? Good.
Wait a minute. It did look like he. You heard that? You hear that dull thud of like skull on skull.
Yeah,
It really.
Yeah, and I don't have like a strong head.
No.
I haven't been working it out lately.
Really?
But he has like an athlete's head, But no, beforehand he said, I said, hey, don't hit me with your head, or no, don't really hit me. And he goes, no, Al. He goes, he had this thing where he was gonna put his thumbs, and as soon as he touched my thumbs, I go back, and then he got all excited and headbutted me. So
So did you feel him like pull the thumbs back, and then real head was coming in at you?
And so I blacked out for like a minute, and then the next day I had this huge headache, so I thought I was gonna die, And so I went to the hospital. I went to I don't want to say the hospital, but I went to this hospital and to emergency, and they're all like, they're the craziest guys in emergency, all like crack. Everybody's on crack, Every emergency is a guy on crack.
Yeah.
So I went in and they go like, hey, how much crack do you have, And I go, I'm not on crack. And they go, what happened? I go, Dennis Rodman headbutted me. On the TV. He headbutted me on the TV. So they go, yeah. Right.
How much crack,
Yeah.
So what happened? Anything wrong?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They said you can't tell. They said the only way you can tell is if later on, if you go to sleep and you don't wake up. Yeah.
That's why you didn't mention the name of the hospital.
Yeah, I don't want to mention it. I didn't know this too. If you go to emergency, you gotta pay. They keep sending me bills, all kinds of bills.
You thought it was free, that you could just go there and...
Yeah. I'm from Canada. It's all free there.
Oh, okay. Now, I guess I've known you for a little while now, and you've come on the show a bunch of times, and we've gotten, I was kind of surprised because someone told me that Norm MacDonald, has gotten kind of, superstitious, and I thought, that's odd, because I don't think of you as that kind of person.
I never was. I was always a doubting Thomas. I couldn't think of the name. I was always a doubting. I was going to say Fred for some reason. I was always a doubting Thomas, you know.
Yeah.
I was always, nah, that stuff, that's not true. That's a load of stuff, you know. So, but then I had this thing, you wouldn't believe it. You know, it opened my eyes and made a believer out of me. What happened was I had a dream, and it was like the number 7 in my dream. A giant number 7. Wow. It was the most vivid dream I ever had. So I wake up from the dream, right?
I'm with you.
Yeah. So I wake up from the dream, from this number 7. I look over at my clock, 7 o'clock, right?
Wow.
So I get up. It's not that coincidental.
No, I'm just sort of going along with you. Yeah.
So then I go out and I decide, hey, why don't I take a cab, you know? So I get in the cab, and it's cab number 7, I notice, when I'm in the cab. Now I'm starting to get a little freaked out, you know? And so I say, hey, take me to the track. I enjoy playing the ponies, you know what I
Sure,
mean?
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
I like going down there, Cohen. I like visiting my money. So,
You crack me up.
my uncle used to say that. So I go to the track, you know, and I say, okay, what do I owe you there, fella? He says, $7.77.
Oh.
I said, good Lord. I said, I thought it was like 40 cents. Anyways. So I go, here you go. I pay him, you know. I gave him like $8, you know.
Right.
So I walk through gate 7, you know. Went up to ticket window number 7 there at the horse place, you know. And I look up, they have the form there, you know, the racing form shows you all the races. So I look and I see in the 7th race, there's a horse called Lucky 7. And he pays 77 to 1, you know? So I say, to hell with this. I say, I'm going to pull out all my money. I pull out all my money. I had like $700.
Wow.
Pull it out. I said, put this all on Lucky 7th and a 7th, you know? I go watch the race. Damn if he didn't come in 7th.
That's incredible. What an amazing story. Well, that's an incredible story, Norm.
I'm sorry about cursing. I forgot that.
That's all right.
That was bad.
We're on cable by now, I think. Listen, let me tell everybody where you're. The Saturday Night Live this weekend's a good one. It's a rerun, but let's get real excited about it. John Goodman and Everclear are going to be on that show.
Yeah, they're great.
People should check that out. And Rita Rudner, the Sonny Burgess and Rosie Flores combo coming up. Norm MacDonald, thank you very much for doing it. We'll be right back. Stick around. Thanks so much for coming. Norm, people don't know this. Norm MacDonald is not feeling well. He's been sick, but he was a real trooper, and he showed up anyway.
I've been sick like 3 days. I was barfing and had diarrhea and everything.
Okay, well, we didn't need to know,
I know
that. You could have said I've been feeling a little flu-ish. Yeah, a little under the weather. But you're feeling okay right now?
Yeah. You know, I got kind of a hypochondriac, so when I get sick, I want to find out if I'm going to die, you know, from it. And so I try to like think, where did I get the sickness? You ever do that?
Yeah. You figure out, did I come in contact with some? You know, how did I get it?
Yeah. Did I get? Because I know, like Ross Abrash, this guy who works up on Saturday Night Live, he was sick last week. I thought maybe I got it from him. I remember I ate some shellfish a few days ago, and then yesterday. I got stabbed with a rusty syringe by this 80-pound homeless guy.
Probably Ross Abrash, if I'm guessing right.
Yeah, it was Ross Abrash.
Yeah, right. It probably was him.
And
so,
then, do you know Tanya Addy?
Who?
She works on your show. I just talked to her.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't talk to people on my show. I deal with everyone through lawyers and intermediaries.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm like Elvis in like 1976. I'm in a room with the shades drawn, eating a lot of peanut butter, shooting out TV sets.
Holy Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. Go to town, my friend. What about her?
Who?
You are feeling a little unwell, aren't you?
I just wanted to see if you remember her name.
Sure.
What?
Yeah.
I just told you.
Yeah, Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya, what's her last name?
Oh, come on, we got to get the show going. Now.
But she was telling me, this is interesting, she was telling me that, you know that movie, The Elephant Man?
Yeah.
We were just talking about it backstage, and I always thought it was a stupid movie, and she said it's a really good movie, and I said the stupidest thing in it is because, you know that part where the guy says, I am a human, I am not an elephant, I am a human being.
I'm not a monster, I think, whatever. I'm a human, and I'm not an animal, I'm a human being, yeah.
Tanya just pointed that out to me, that I am not an animal.
Right.
Because I always thought it was stupid, like the guy doesn't even hardly look like an elephant. So why would
you would be the worst movie critic in the world. You know, if you had your own movie criticism show and you came on and this whole movie sucked. He's not an oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Forget what I said.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. It's just Tanya and I were talking backstage.
Yeah. Tanya who? Quick.
Addie.
Right. See, I knew. You got the weekend update coming up.
Yeah.
You got some topical jokes that
Yeah.
you got brewing.
Yeah.
I know you. Your mind's always going.
I'm always thinking about the jokes from the paper, you know, so I can come on, especially when I come on your show, you know.
Sure.
You know how I come on your show and I always try to have some jokes from the newspaper?
Sort of like now, yeah.
Yeah. So here's the joke I got.
Yeah.
Y'all know about this woman, right, from Denmark that left her baby out in the street?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, folks? Yeah. I don't like it either. I don't think that's right.
Yeah. Good joke.
Oh, no.
You know,
That was the premise I was
update would be so easy for you. It'd be such a great gig if that's all you did.
That's all I
What do you
did.
think about that, Boo? Yeah, all right. And in another story, President Clinton hurt his knee. What do you think? Oh, too bad. Yeah, okay.
No, the point of it is this. I have a joke about it.
Okay.
Because they got reunited today.
Oh.
It was in the newspaper, in the New York Post and the New York Daily News. And so I was thinking, now they're flying back to Denmark, and this crazy woman puts the baby out on the wing. I don't know.
You want to try another one, or you want to? It's your choice.
I think the fever's breaking.
There was another one in the paper today.
You realize that this now doubles the pressure on this one.
Right.
So
No,
everyone, this creates a real tense TV
No,
moment.
I swear to God, this one will really do well. This one concerns a fella that won the lottery.
Uh-huh.
And he was a garbage man. He won the lottery. He won the New York State lottery. And he won like $8 million. And he said he's not going to quit his job. And you've always heard that, right?
Right. I'm going to keep my job.
I'm going
It's
to
not
keep my job. And there's only one occupation where the person does not keep his job when he
Wins the lottery.
wins the lottery. You know what that occupation is?
No.
Crack whore.
That was amazing. You pulled it out. I was worried about you for a minute. I thought you were in deep trouble. I thought you might get backed into a corner, have a lot more pressure on you, and then not have anything.
I know.
But the pitch came in low and towards the middle, and you put it out of the park.
No, I didn't.
What are you talking about? When people hear crack whore, they just start laughing.
I like that.
That's just the reaction people have.
It's cartoon birds fly in and sing a song. Correct.
What are you doing now?
I just saw on the TV my hair.
Okay. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little commercial break.
Okay, great.
And I'm going to get security in here. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk to you some more because you're going to have some fluids during the break and stuff.
Fluids?
Yeah, you'll see. We'll get that Tanya girl to get them for
Fluid.
you.
I
All
thought
right.
when you said that, I thought you meant fluids out of my ass.
You know, a couple of times in the 4 years I've been doing this show, someone has stopped me just before I went to commercial to try one more joke. That was the most worthwhile of all this time. We'll take a break, everybody. We'll be right back. Everybody, we're with a rehydrated Norm MacDonald. How you doing?
Good, man.
You know, I'm over here, yeah. You did the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
catch the whole thing. I caught, I think, the second half of your act. This is a big tradition in Washington. The president speaks, and then they get a comedian to speak.
Yeah.
And you did a great job. You were really funny.
They have the president comes up and talks, and he has a lot of fun. He does jokes, you know. I didn't know that. I thought he'd just talk about the country and stuff like that. But he does jokes.
Yeah.
And then he kills, you know. He does great because he's the president, you know. And then you have to go on after him, after the president.
See, I did it one year, and I was the last guy, I think, who got to do it. I went first, and then the president spoke about issues and stuff, and it's much better that way.
Yeah,
But you had to follow him.
You had to follow the president, you know, and that's not good, you know. You ever hear that? There's an old show business maxim: never follow the leader of the free world. You know?
I know that one, yeah.
I can't even follow Carrot Top. You know what I'm trying to follow this character. You know?
You know, we have a photo of Carrot Top always on the ready. Don't we have a photo of Carrot Top, Liz?
Let's see,
just
where
to
is it?
put it up, just so people can see Carrot Top.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, but how did it went good? I saw some, you know.
Yeah.
It must have been an impressive event.
It was cool to meet the president. Although he's all crippled up now, he's got like.
That's not politically correct. He's all crippled up.
What do you call it?
He's just disabled.
Disabled.
At
yeah.
the moment.
He's handicapped.
There you go.
Actually, when you think about it, he's handicapped and he's the president of the United States. He must have an unbelievable parking spot. When you think about it, you know? That guy, right? He's got to be.
It's a short walk.
Yeah, it's very close to the building.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, when you have to, they made me screen my jokes with the Secret Service. You know those guys?
Yeah.
And so I had to give my jokes to Secret Service, and they were reading them, and they don't laugh, those guys, you know? They're not big laughers.
They didn't.
They're not risible. A guy told me that word. You know what that means?
I don't know who you are tonight. I don't know what that word is.
No, that word means, that's something for you to learn there. That word means easy to make laugh. Risible.
Risible.
Risible. Easy to make laugh.
Good, yeah. Okay, we wish we had some risible people in here tonight. Oh, yeah?
So.
Let's pack the audience with some risible people.
No, I don't blame them.
No, not at all. Why should you blame them?
So, no, they're good. They're good people.
They should have just gone crazy at crack whore.
But I'll tell you this about the Secret Service.
They have to learn a lot and come back.
I'll tell you this about the Secret Service.
Yes.
I admire them because they have a tough job. Their job is to get shot. That's their job, getting shot in the belly.
Well, no, I think their job is, yeah, maybe that's a byproduct of their job.
No, that's their job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, their job's not just to hang around, listening in their ear things.
Uh-huh.
Nobody cares about that. The president, if anybody wants to shoot him, he says to the guys, he goes, listen, instead of them shooting me, do you mind if they shoot you in the belly?
Do you think he talks to him like that? They have a little huddle before he goes somewhere?
Yeah.
And
man, I'm telling you, man, but it's scary because when I did my talk, they told me about the podium is like bulletproof and everything. The president has before he goes into a room, they bring a bunch of dogs in to sniff out guns, you know? And it's like like if I was the president, holy God, I'd be scared the whole time.
Really?
You know?
Well, no, he's well protected.
No, but still, everybody wants to kill you. I mean, not everybody. Most people like you. You're the president.
Right.
But a lot of guys want to kill you.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Oh, believe me, I was there.
And did you meet anybody, any heroes of yours? You meet any big celebrities?
Yeah, I met Larry Flint. He's not my hero, but he's a guy. He's a famous guy.
Sure, he's famous. He's well known.
Yeah, I enjoy meeting famous guys,
Sure.
you know. And he came out, he's in a wheelchair, and he talks like this. He goes, "Gah-wah!" But he was, it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
No.
He was shot. So he said, because I was in the movie The People Against Larry Flint.
Versus Larry. You were in the movie. The People versus. It was a famous movie, and
Yes,
you're in it.
I was in it. I was one of the people that was versusing him.
Okay.
So he said to me, hey, no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. No, but this is what he said to me, Conan. He goes, when you're in Los Angeles, you know, I told him I was coming to Los Angeles. He goes, when you're in Los Angeles, he goes, look me up. He goes, I'll take care of you.
When other people say that, you think like, that means nothing. But coming from him,
like if my Uncle Phil told me that from Minneapolis,
yeah.
I'd think if he went, hey, I'll take care of you when you come to Minneapolis, that means like I'll make you a nice chicken pot pie. You know? But Larry Flint, that means, you know, I'll get you a couple of hot, dirty broads, you know, and then while you're having sex with them, I'll come into my wheelchair. You know? Who knows what it means?
Okay. Well, Saturday Night Live, season finale. I should tell them about this.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum, who you know as the... My God almighty. Someone shot a gun.
No one shot a gun. It was the guitar feeding back.
The guitar? Oh.
Yeah. You're obsessed.
I don't know.
It was the guitar feeding back.
No, Jeff Goldblum, the fly. He's going to be there?
Yeah. He's betting other stuff.
No, also the dinosaur. Let's keep going. Come on, hurry up.
And then Vogue. We gotta go. I'm gonna throw up. Norm MacDonald, everybody. Other people are coming up. All right, everybody, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last 5 seasons, my next guest has played Allison Parker, one of the many dysfunctional but gorgeous residents of Melrose Place. Please welcome Courtney Thorne-Smith. Norm, you're sick and you're all over her like a bear rug. Just leave her alone.
No, because before, during the commercial, I was saying I had a huge crush on her.
Yeah.
And then you said you did too.
I said I did. When you were on Day by Day, I developed this big crush on you, and this whole talk show is a scheme to get you here.
I liked her when she was on the Tomorrow Show with Tom Snyder. Not the Tomorrow Show, but the later show.
He says to me in the break.
You have no idea who I am.
Yeah, no, I know from that show. That's all.
He says to me, "Oh, I really like her. I saw her. I really think she's great. I really have a crush on her." And I said, "Where? You saw her at Melrose Place?" He said, "No, I was watching Tom Snyder, and she was on, and she was a great guest." And I said, "Wait a minute, that's the show that's opposite our show. Why weren't you watching our show, pal?"
Because I wasn't on it that night.
All right, no, stay. We have exciting stuff to talk about. You've been on this show, Melrose Place, for 5 years.
For 5 years.
And now you're leaving. Why are you leaving?
It's time. You know? I mean, how many times can you
like
be
Oprah.
fired, rehired, drunk, sober?
I understand.
know.
I
Thank
understand.
you.
Yes, I see. You mean you got tired of, like, because they had your character pretty much go insane, you know, go through all these really weird...
Allison has been through so much. I was sexually harassed, carjacked, had an affair with a married man who then tried to rape me and then shot himself while on the phone with me. I was drunk, sober. While getting sober, though, I got to have an affair.
Did he do all that
with
stuff
David
while on the
Elliott.
phone with you, or
Jack
just
was
shot
a sex
himself?
addict.
Wait, I'm curious.
No, I was on the phone in the office, which makes it really awkward.
All right, okay.
And he was in Seattle, and he shot himself.
Oh, my God.
While he was on the phone. I know.
Yeah, and so you finally said there's no more that this character can do, right?
I can't do any more. I've been married and divorced and widowed, and it's too much.
What's going to happen in the season finale? Can you give us a tip for all those fans out there? What's going to happen?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
You'd be mad at
Good
me
night,
if I
everybody.
did.
We had a good time. No, I mean, but give us some sense of, like, is it one of those? Because every year they try and have a season finale where everybody gets into a Zeppelin and blows up, you know? Something.
Well, now you've given it away.
It's a Zeppelin. It's a Zeppelin. All right.
Are you talking about Melrose Place? No, because
You're the biggest ass I ever met. I love you for it.
No, because I swear to God, and when I lived in L.A., I lived on the actual street called Melrose Place. There's an actual street.
There's a Melrose. Is there really a Melrose
There's really
Place?
a Melrose
Melrose
Place.
Okay,
You
all
know
right.
this, right?
Yes, it's true.
So they opened a restaurant called Melrose Place on it,
Uh-huh.
and then it's right beside my house. And every time I go out, there's all these like tourists, and these tourists, like they're always fat and they're taking pictures, standing in front of this restaurant.
Uh-huh. Yeah? Well, thanks for the help, pal. He'll get over it. You'll see. Now, I got to ask you about this because we brought... Shut up. That makes it all right. Well, I want to talk to you about something, because this came up earlier in the show accidentally, because I didn't know what Norm was going to talk about tonight, and it's best sometimes if I don't know. But he mentioned Carrot Top. You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
Okay. You've made a movie with Carrot Top. It's not out yet.
No, it's
Can you
not
put the
out yet.
picture up of Carrot Top again, just so we can all see him? Oh, there it is again. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Wait a minute, she left Melrose Place to do a movie with Carrot Top?
That's where I'm going, my friend. This begs the question now. Why a movie with Carrot Top?
Why a movie with Carrot Top?
I mean, no, I don't know much about Carrot Top, you know? I don't know much about him. I'm a little jealous because he's a red-haired comedian, and I felt like maybe you'd do a movie with me first, then move on to Carrot Top, then to Ralph Mal from Happy Days. You know, sort of the three. There's an order in which you do movies with the redheads. What's he like, first of all?
He's extraordinarily sweet.
Nice guy.
He really is, and he worked very hard, and he was adorable.
And he works with a lot of props and stuff, too, right?
Not in the movie.
Oh, in the movie they took his props away?
They took his props away.
That's a bad time to suddenly take away everything you know about comedy. You know, you've been using props now all your life for comedy. Now we're going to take them away when you make your first movie. Was he okay, though, with it? He was cool?
He was great. He did a wonderful job.
Do you have a scene where you and him embrace?
Yeah, lots of making out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Nothing but making out.
All right.
It's like 9.5 weeks, but Carrot Top. Basically what we were doing.
Wow! I gotta check out that movie.
Is it called 9.5 Seconds? Like he's premature ejaculator.
We got it.
You know what happened? This is what happened. You know what happened? He said 9.5 seconds, and I'm looking at him because I know there's more. And I wait, and I see the glimmer in the eye, and then bang! I thought you were going to, but no. But what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
I'm in it too.
She's in it.
What about my career?
Courtney Thorne-Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for Courtney.
After you scare everybody else away?
No, I love this girl. I would see any movie with this girl in it. She's a beautiful lady and a talented, nice talk show guest.
Okay. As evidenced by her appearance on our rival show. All right, well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak. And
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
we're going to take a break now. We're going to have Collective Soul in a second. Courtney Thorne-Smith, we hope she's still our friend. We do love you. Man. How you doing, Norm?
I'm all right, man. I'm doing good. I'm having fun. I came here on the airplane and stuff.
You always kill with that line.
I know.
You got the sitcom. It's all.
Yeah.
You're living high on the hog. It's all going good for you.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
No, not everything, but everything, you know, a lot of things, right? I don't know.
Yeah. You seem all shifty and nervous about something. You're hiding something, aren't you?
No.
See, people don't know you the way I know you.
Right.
This guy likes to have a good time.
I like to, you know, I drinks a bit.
That wasn't what I was talking about.
Oh, what were you talking about?
I was just saying you have a good time. It's a real innocent thing to say, and then you get right into the drinking. Huh?
Occasionally I like to drink a beer, you know. I like, you know, regular drinks. You know, I don't like. As
opposed to ether?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
What I was talking about is, you know, those shooters? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're shooters and they're like, they have dirty names, like sex names. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they're all called like, you know, the red-headed whore or something.
Exactly.
It's the one I like. It's actually named after me.
Yeah, but you know, I guess the idea is in your head you want to order them because you're drunk. You go, hey, they go, hey, you think maybe you'll get a, you know, they go, you want a redheaded whore? Yeah, like right. You figure Rula Lenska's going to come in, you're going to have, right? You're going to have some dirty sex. But no, what I was going to say was this.
But you like, I mean, you said you sometimes you have a little too much to drink, maybe?
Well, one time I drank a super amount, and I'd only been...
A super amount,
yeah,
right?
It was when I was a young guy. I'd only drunk like 8 or 9 times in my whole life. I never had gotten really drunk, but I had drinks. And I went out with my buddies and I was drinking, and they were having those crazy drinks. All of a sudden, I was really drunk. And then a guy gave me some pills. Like, he said, hey, you want some pills? And I said, yeah, all right. So I ate the pills. And you're not supposed to eat pills while you drink.
I think even if you're not drinking, it's not a good idea when someone goes, you want a bunch of pills? Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, combining the two.
This guy was a decent guy. He was a bouncer. No. But so I said, yeah, so these pills, they just make you like 100 times drunker. So then oh man, I'm really drunk. And then like time passed, but I don't remember. And then my friends are like, hey, let's go. I'm like, why don't you guys go? Where are you going to, why go? Right? Like we're in a bar drinking, right? And like it doesn't seem right. You don't want to go home, and watch I Love Lucy or something. So you're like, hey, I just stay here. I'll make new friends, right? So I was like real drunk, and everybody was like cool. It was like a Western. It had a jukebox, one of those. Guy gives you a whole bottle there, and you go, ah. And then...
That's what you do when you're drinking, You're a pirate, all of a sudden?
And then it was the funnest, man. There was a big fat bearded guy there, and I was hanging with him, real drunk. All of a sudden, right, I'm like, oh man, I can't remember anything. I remember like I sort of falling into a pool table or something like that.
Right.
And then I wake up, right, and it's like I'm in a bed. I look beside, there's the fat bearded guy beside me.
No, really?
Yeah. So I go, oh Lord God, I had sex with the fat bearded guy, And at the time, like I never had sex before in my life.
Yeah.
And I always thought it's probably going to be with a lady. You know what I mean? So then, but I looked over, and the weird thing was, instead of us being in the same bed, he's in a separate bed, right? Like we have 2 separate beds.
It's like twin beds.
Twin beds. So then I'm like, wait a minute, now this is weird because. Why would we be in separate beds? Is he like an old-fashioned gay guy, And then, right? But
he has the good values, yeah.
So
we're not married yet.
There's no such thing, of course, as an old-fashioned gay guy. They're the most decadent people. So I said,
what?
With sex, they enjoy sex like crazy,
We mustn't generalize.
No, we mustn't generalize.
No, but go ahead.
Seriously, if there was a bathhouse for straight guys, we wouldn't be able to have sex 9, 10 times a night anyway. So anyways, I'm with, they love sex, it's a good thing. But I'm beside the fat bearded guy. I go, holy Lord. Anyways, it turns out, not a gay man at all. Turns out this guy, when I blacked out, had checked me into a rehab.
No.
Yeah.
And she's in there with you?
Yeah, so I got robes and a slipper, and they wouldn't give me my clothes back, and I had to stay in there for 3 days, and they're like, you're an alcoholic. I go, no, I'm not. And then apparently that's what alcoholics say too, So then for 3 days I had to stay there. I had to go to AA meetings, and I'd only been drunk like 9 times. Right? So they're like, what's your worst one? I go, I guess the 9th one was bad,
Right.
That was, and when did you hit bottom? I said, I don't know. The cool part of it was the girls all get up, right? And all their stories are all the same. Whenever they hit bottom,
right.
Every story is the same. They're like, when I hit bottom, I a guy for a drink, And you're like, oh. Every time.
Couldn't we just take them out of the studio for the Norm part and then bring them back? Get a salad guard up, something?
So, anyways.
All right.
No,
Well,
but-
that's a nice story.
No, but it's a serious illness, you know. Alcoholism. It's an illness. It's an illness, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good illness because you know, there's not a lot of illnesses you get to be drunk all the
Yeah, I
time.
know. That's a corker. Will you hang on 1 second?
Okay.
We haven't even scratched the surface with Norm, so hang on, we'll be right back. Stick around. All right, we're back with Norm MacDonald. And you know, you kind of surprised me
God.
because you did MTV Beach House recently, and you know, there's a certain kind of person you expect to show up on the MTV Beach House, and I hear, we'll be right back with MTV Beach House, our special guest, Norm MacDonald. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
It's this.
What was that?
It's this show on MTV, right?
I know.
And it's at a beach.
It's at a
you know?
beach.
And they don't script anything. Like, you know, they do like for anyway. So the dude, the host, was like, hey Norm, do you mind wearing a pair of trunks, you know, bathing trunks? And I go, no, I don't want to wear that, you know, because I'm like, my body's like all weird looking and everything. And everybody else is super hot ladies and super hot men. You know, I don't, you know, whatever.
Whatever you. Wow.
So,
got an issue about that. All right, go ahead.
So I'm on the show, right? So they're saying, hey, come on, seriously, put on the trunks. I'm like, no, man, I don't want to. So then they think this will be funny. They go, hey, we're going to show you a fashion show. Some dudes will come out, you know, and show you, you see what you think. I go, what? So all of a sudden, these 3 dudes come out, right, dancing around in their thongs and shorts and everything.
They're wearing thongs or shorts? Which one?
Bathing trunks, but some of them are like thongs where you can see their dirty arses. So, so I'm like watching it, you know, and I'm like, oh,
like
man.
Chaucer. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm like, oh. I guess it is.
Okay, go
Old
ahead.
English. So I said, you know, oh, yeah, no, I'm pretending to go, oh, yeah, that's funny, right? And
You do a lot of that at MTV, yeah.
So then the guy, the host, he goes to this one guy who was very, very, very gay. He goes,
What? How do you know that?
no, I mean,
You had a
know,
sign?
Yeah, he looked very, very gay. He says to this dude, he says, hey, I'll give you $20 if you lap dance on Norm. You know what I mean?
Right.
All of a sudden, this dude like, hey, $20. I guess he didn't have much money. Starts running towards me, right? So I look up. Here's this nude, almost nude dude running towards me, right? So I think in my head, okay, man, pretty soon the guy's going to be writhing around on my lap with his ass, you know? And I don't want that on TV, you know, forever.
No, it's okay to talk about it, but you don't want to see it.
Right. They videotape that, and it's there forever. So, meanwhile, what can I do? You know, you can't hit a guy because it looks bad. You know what I mean? You know? Even though, of course, a woman could hit a naked guy running at him.
Sure,
it'd be
that's
fine.
okay,
But
but-
a man can't hit him.
Yeah.
So I have to think fast. It's only a second. So I bolt. I take off, right?
You started running too?
Yeah, I'm running down the beach.
The guy catch you or no? He
Yeah,
never-
and then I had to come back on. They're like, oh, Mr. Homophobic. I won't let a guy grind his ass into you.
You got to work on that.
Hey, I'm going to miss Andy on this show, man.
Oh, yeah,
He's got to
stepping
leave, huh? How bad is that, huh?
Yeah,
He should stay. You want him to stay. You should
It's
stay.
good move.
You should stay.
You just
Get
killed
him booing.
Yeah, you killed everyone's joy tonight.
No, I swear to God, though, when you sit on a couch for the living. You should think about not giving that up. That's a great job. That's a great job. You sit on a couch,
Yeah.
and you sit on a chair.
It got to be too much though. I'm looking to lay down.
Got to tone it down a bit.
No, but you're a great man, and I'm going to miss you on the
Thank
show,
you.
man. You're a
Thank
great
you.
man, isn't he?
Thank you.
Great man.
Maybe he'll change his mind.
Maybe.
I keep asking him.
Yeah.
He's like, nope.
Maybe if the internet, they start like writing save Andy, you know what I mean? It's not save him because
It's not saving.
he's
It's
leaving.
his choice. Yeah. That's the hard thing. Now, listen, we want to talk about your uncle because every time you come on the show, you have a story about your uncle who lives up in
Oh,
Canada.
yeah, he's a Frenchman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you always have like a little story about him.
Jean-Luc. Oh, yeah, he's a crazy character, that dude. He originally visited New York City. Hello?
I'm just having a drink. I can listen to you and have a drink. It's not like I went like this. Hold it. Ooh. Ah, liquid. Huh? I'm still here. Let's see if I got this right. You've got an uncle, lives up in Canada, named Jean-Luc.
Jean-Luc.
Occasionally he visits. Once time he visited New York.
I came to New York. So I'm living in New York, you know? And Jean-Luc, I'm excited. Jean-Luc's going to come back, my crazy Frenchman uncle. So he gets in the cab, right?
When he gets to the airport.
Yeah, he gets to the airport, the cab driver picks him up, and the cab driver says to him, "Hey, Frenchman," he says, do you like riddles, you know? So my uncle Jean-Luc, he's like, yes, I love the riddles. That's how he talks. He goes, I like nothing better than a riddle. So the cabbie's like, all right, here's one, right? So he says, here's the riddle. His brothers and sisters, I have none, but this man's father is my father's son. So my uncle goes, I don't know. Right? So the cabbie goes, it's me. It's me.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Oh, he thinks about it. Oh, by God, he says, that's a good riddle there. He says, I have to tell my wife, Mary Claire, when I get back to Gaspé. That's where he lives, Gaspé.
Right.
So he's like, take me back to the airport. And the cabbie's like, what? Right? The cabbie's like, I thought you wanted to go visit Norm then. No. I go back to the airport. All right, you know, I have to tell Mary Claire. Seems odd, right?
Right.
Gets back on the plane, flies all the way back home there to Gaspé. And he gets back, right? Runs in the door. Mary Claire, where's vous? You know, where are you, Mary Claire? Come on down here. I have a riddle for you. She goes, ooh, Jean-Luc, I love the riddle. She's a woman, high voice.
Michael Jackson was visiting. Yeah, all right.
So, you're going to love this riddle. How was New York? Forget about that. I got the riddle. Brothers and sisters, I have none. But this man's father, he's my father's son. She goes, oh, I don't know. Who is it? Some cab driver back in New York.
You didn't mean to do that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Be honest, you didn't mean to do that.
At all. I just got to the end. That guy, man, I always tell my uncle, you shouldn't curse so much. You know?
Oh, man. All right. Well, we're going to pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
The show is called Norm.
Yeah.
When is that on?
That's on Wednesday at 8:30. You already missed it, man. It's Thursday.
But it's on all more. They can watch it next time on ABC. Norm, it's always amazing.
Staying here,
you're going to stick around. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say thanks for the segment.
No,
but
I
you're
want
going
to see Sean. That next guy's hilarious.
All right, he's going to stick around. Norm MacDonald's going to stick around. Sean Hayes coming right up. We'll be right back. Oh, man. How you doing, Sean?
I'm great. Really quick, we have an audition coming up on our show for an old-fashioned homo who wears a thong and does lap dances.
Oh.
Go for it.
No, Andy's going to move out there in a couple of
Wait, when is this?
Our producers will be
He'll
checking
call
our
you.
availability.
Yeah. You guys are doing well. The show's very successful. And you know what? Just as you were coming out of the curtain, Norm leans over to me and goes, this guy got a Porsche.
Yes.
And I remember reading about it. Your show's a big hit for the network,
Well,
and they gave all you guys Porsches.
Yes, and you, what did you get?
Ha! What are you talking about?
Well, then a Jag, right? Because the Jag's not so bad.
NBC's given us nothing, and they fired Norm's ass. So, you know. Pretty much. Yeah. You're talking to the wrong group of people about having a Porsche here.
Right. No, I really don't.
They sent
like
me a
it.
seat cover.
Did they?
Yeah, for my Ford Taurus. I love it. Yeah.
And some Subway tokens.
Yeah.
No, we. I really don't like the Porsche that much. I mean, it's fun. No. Hey, stop it!
You're breaking me up here, pal.
No, I like my Camry. I'm everyday people, and the Porsche. The Porsche to me is just it's too loud because the engine's like right here, so you get in,
Right,
and
right.
Half your body fits in it, so like my left leg is dragging on the pavement as I drive.
You cut a little hole for it.
But I look cool.
Yeah.
So
That's a nice gift to get, though.
Yeah, how about
show's
it?
going very well. You guys have a very physical show. I mean, you
Yeah,
guys are
we're-
always touching, bumping up against each other. You guys like to rub bellies. Every time I see a promo for your show, you guys are rubbing your bellies together. What's that all about?
Yeah,
Because if it gets me a Porsche, I'm doing it.
Okay, come on. I'll give you mine.
All right, here we go.
You're like, no. Okay.
That's not happening, pal.
Yeah, we're pretty much touchy-feely on the set. We grope each other before we start a scene. I grab my crotch, it'll make the scene go much better. You know, okay, great. And did you say this line now like that? You know, and then we do it.
You do that, huh?
Yeah.
That's acceptable because there's so much fear of the sexual harassment. You got to be so careful. And we have had seminars here at NBC. The idea that you can just grab people's breasts.
Did you have that seminar?
I'm not touching anybody's boobs. I'm not doing that.
No, but did you have?
Yeah, we all had to go. Yeah.
Yeah, so did we, and we were sitting there. After the guy's like, it's very serious, don't make any jokes, and like every 5 seconds we're like making jokes. And after the whole thing was over, I walked out with my pants on my ankles and I said, great seminar. And I just walked to my car.
like that, yeah.
I did. My ass was hanging out.
Okay. This is only your third visit to New York City, is that right?
Yes, my third visit.
Do you like it here? I mean, are you getting used to it?
It's all right. I wasn't used to the alley, not having alleys. I didn't know the garbage is on the street and the rats are like everywhere. But it's a nice place to visit.
Right.
But one of the incidents I had this. You'll like the story. I had a hooker come up to me when.
Yeah, just tell this one to Norm. Norm suddenly woke up. Yeah.
So I had this hooker come up to me. No. I had been drinking out with some friends, and they dropped me off at the hotel, and I walked, to the hotel, and this hooker just, wrapped in newspapers in this skirt, I'm a little tipsy, and she comes up to me, she's like,
The
hey.
hooker was wrapped in newspapers?
Yeah, that's high fashion for hookers.
I've never heard of that before. You sure that was a hooker and not a newsboy? You said you'd had a few drinks.
It was dark.
This hooker wearing a cap saying extra, extra starts rubbing up against me.
Yeah, so anyways, it was a woman, and she comes up to me.
I like how Norm and I immediately are like, what? That doesn't sound right for a hooker. Like, what are we talking about?
Okay, it wasn't newspapers. She had like a Chanel dress on, all right? And I come up, bing! And she comes up and she starts groping me, and she's like, come on, babe. It was just, for 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, I gotta go. And she's like, starts groping me and everything. I go in, I'm like, whatever. I go in and I go to the front desk, and I'm like, any messages? And I walk back to the elevator, and she's through the glass going. And I'm like.
Betty Bye time.
But I called my brother later the next day, and I tell him, she's like, she was trying to get your money, because when I go out, all I bring is my license.
No, hookers don't want your money.
No. No.
What are you talking about?
No, but I mean, she, pickpocket and all that stuff. And that's
steal your
what
money.
She was doing, right? Like down my pocket. And
that's different.
But whatever. Blah blah blah. What a stupid story.
I like it when an interview ends with blah, 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 whatever. Well, Will and Grace.
That's true, man. One time my buddy was with a hooker, he was telling me.
Wait a minute, you have a hooker story?
Yeah.
Here we go.
And he said that he phoned me up once. He was in Vegas, and he's like, hey, man, I'm with this hooker, but I think she ripped me off, man, because she took the money, right? Oh, no, yeah. She said, She said something about, like, I'm going to go into the bathroom to get a towel to wipe off your balls or something.
Wait a minute. No, you can't. No, wait a minute. You can't. No, you can't. No, you
Wait a minute. That's her.
I can't remember.
What are you doing tonight? I'm glad you can't remember the rest.
All of our stories.
Yeah, you only remembered the crucial sentence. This is a network show. This is like going to Salt Lake City tonight. Not tonight. All right. total meltdown tonight.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Will and Grace is on Tuesdays at 9 on NBC, the same network, by the way, which brought you all of this tonight. What higher endorsement? Sean Hayes. Hey, Sean. We'll be right back.
Norm MacDonald.
Okay, good.
You're
Now,
going to show both of us how to cook something fantastic today. Is that
yes,
correct?
we're going to do the most amazing red mullet with some fennel orange, and on the back of how bad you were last time, this is going to be cooked in a bag.
Okay, we're going to cook this in a bag.
Yes.
You are known, you clap your hands a lot,
Yes.
you yell at people, you're intimidating. This is going to go very badly.
Besides you two guys. Now,
All right,
come on.
very good.
Right, first thing I want you to do is to segment an orange,
All
okay?
right.
Norm?
Yeah?
Wakey, wakey. Okay.
Well, no one else in the world says segment an orange.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just cut the edges off. That's what you want, right?
No,
you want
no, you've already started the wrong end. Look, that's the bit there.
All right, all right. Well,
So
okay.
just top and tail it like that. Look, come on, wake up, stand there.
I'm up to 4 segments. Why, you didn't tell me a number of segments?
No.
He wants the edges off, I
What am I
think.
supposed
Hey!
Okay, Norm, so go from there, look, all the way round.
Yeah.
Yes?
7 minutes of
Okay.
audio will play for this
Now,
whole hour.
All the way there. Once you've gone all
Between
the
you
way
two
round.
guys. All right, here we go, yeah.
Conan, pay attention, please.
Yeah,
Watch.
all right, I'm over here. I got
Okay.
my own orange going.
Okay,
All right.
watch. All the way round, so we're taking off the skin. Then from there.
You're not teaching me, you're
No.
just showing off.
And then from there, that's a segment.
There you go. All
There you
right.
go.
Cheerio and
Left
chop
and
chop.
right.
There we go.
Off
All
you go.
right.
Now, watch your
that.
fingers.
I'll
Now.
do that.
All right.
And then after that,
All right.
okay.
Now look at this. Mine's
Sh-
pretty good
sh-
over here. There's some
sh-
sections of skin still, but what the hell?
where's the orange going?
And it's like 1 in the morning. Who, you know?
We'll
right.
figure that one. Right, fennel. Okay, here we go. Now with the fennel, okay.
All right. Whoa,
Just
okay.
push it off and just
Yep.
slice that down nice and thin.
That I can
okay?
do. That
okay.
looks. See, that was explained.
Watch your
I
fingers.
segmented another one.
Where's the segment?
What?
Where is it?
I threw it over there.
Oh, jeez. Okay, look.
All right, I'm doing well, Gordon. I will
That's
be
the
the
good
one.
part. That's the inside part.
Right. Okay,
All right,
okay.
stop yelling.
Okay. Okay,
sorry, go.
right, that's great.
All right.
Now from there, take your bag.
All right.
Okay, now we'll do one each, okay?
Why would you become a cook?
Come on, Norm, keep it together. Okay. It's not that bad. Big boy.
Okay, all right.
The word chef.
Chef,
All right,
I'm sorry,
okay.
chef. You're right.
Ladies cook.
I
Okay.
know.
All right. Whoa.
Right. That's a joke. This is... Oh. All right.
No, you
okay.
won't. Hey! We can bleep out the swears, but when there's this going around, I can't do anything with that. What the hell was that?
I was waving.
All right, so we got the vegetables in the bag.
Okay, right, fennel.
Fennel. The fennel goes in the bag. That's what you would need the bag.
I need...
Stop it!
Okay.
None of this will air.
Okay.
You're going to show an
Okay.
old F troop in this
Right,
section.
so, fennel.
All right, fennel in here.
Okay, on
By
there.
the way, there's a bottle of booze.
Oh, hey.
No, you're supposed to be following me.
All right. So we
Oranges.
put oranges in
Okay,
here.
and then
This
from
is a
there,
mess.
red
okay.
mullet.
Red mullet is a kind
no,
of fish.
knife doesn't go in the bag.
I got you.
You'll slice someone's throat open, Norm.
Yeah.
Okay, right. From there, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, olive oil.
Okay, little olive oil, little
Now,
aglio de olio.
now from there, now watch carefully, a little bit of seasoning. Okay.
Whoa, okay.
Norm, you're making me feel dizzy standing there looking busy. Right, here we go. Okay, from
I'll
there,
tell you
over.
one thing, man. I'm not eating this.
You're even tasting it.
Why are we even having a cooking segment at this point? Why would there even be a cooking segment? Why would anybody even have a cooking segment with you people?
Here we go. Right,
Ridiculous.
look. No, right here. Right, fold the bag over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
nice and tight.
All right.
Okay, and then from there, twist the paper so
Twist
you
the
can seal
paper.
the end.
All right.
Nice and tight.
God, I hope he's
Nice
a
and-
magician.
Nice and tight.
A bird's gonna come out. Yeah, all right, here we go.
All the way,
right.
all the way round.
All right,
Okay.
chop, chop.
Now,
Yeah.
from there, a little hole.
A little hole. right
Okay,
there.
and then from there, pour a little bit of wine in there.
It's a big
okay.
waste of wine right there, buddy boy.
Okay,
All right, right
and
in
then
here.
from there, turn it round. Okay.
What?
Come on, no. You're gonna be tight. Tight.
He does it and then goes, look what Norm did.
We got to it nice and tight.
This is not going to air. This will never be seen by anybody. This will never be seen by anybody.
Just concentrate.
We've learned. Okay,
Okay.
what does it look like at
Okay.
the end? Oh,
Right.
look, it just came out magically from a pan.
This is how it's cooked. As it cooks, it steams inside the bag, OK? Then you rip it open, and there you got a beautifully steamed red mullet, orange and fennel.
It never gets better than that. Do it exactly the way we did, using the same language and the same obscene gestures. Gordon Ramsay, Norm MacDonald, my apologies, everyone, right back. Cleveland Helm is here. Norm MacDonald is here. Everybody, we're back. My first guest was, of course, a cast member on Saturday Night Live. Now you can see him on his Comedy Central show, Sports Show, with Norm MacDonald. Please welcome Norm MacDonald.
Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
That's a can-do, Norm.
You came charging out like
Yeah,
a...
because Peter, look at this audience, man. They don't care about that why. They like jokes.
The Swedes are with you.
They got flags. They got flags.
Yeah, they got flags and they're scoring you. You've got 3 9s and an 8 so far for your
Where are you
entrance.
guys from, man? Oh, sweet. That's Sweden?
Yeah.
God bless you, man. Everything's good about, you know, you're an Irishman. Me mother, she was orange. Me father, he was green. It was the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. I'm Scottish. I'm a Scot. You're Irish.
Yes.
What are you?
Swedish German.
Swedish German. Are you really?
Yeah, really. Why would I lie about that? It's not funny.
It's very odd, 'cause
It's a very strange lie. I put one over on those people. Yeah.
Swedish German.
No, I tell you why it's funny, man. Because I was in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I met a good old boy down there, and he said, "Have you ever?" He said, "You know Andy Richter?"
Yeah? Yeah. He did?
Yeah.
You met a guy in Georgia and he said, you know Andy Richter?
Oh yeah, you guys do well there.
Oh.
And he said, I said, yeah. He said, "Have you ever heard of Andy Richter joke?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, most of it's based on him being Swedish German." And then he told me an Andy Richter joke. And
Really?
But I didn't know he was Swedish German. I thought it was all nonsense.
Yeah, well, now this lines up perfectly. Let me ask you something, because it sort of relates to the first...
Wait, don't you want to hear the joke?
No. Oh, you're down to 6. You're down to 6. All right, this joke will get you back
Yeah,
up.
you can get him back.
Let's
Okay.
hear the joke.
Well, the fellow says, he says, "Man," he says, "you ever heard the time about the old prospector?" That's how he talks, you know?
Yeah.
He says, "Man, there was an old prospector, and he was prospecting for gold, and he was having a hell of a time getting any gold. It was an empty stake, I believe. And he said he'd come into town one day. He'd been in the mine for a good 8 months. He said, by God, he said, I'm only flesh and blood. Sure. Yeah. And I need a woman, you know. And so he goes into town. He goes up to the bartender. He says, "Bartender," he says, "man, I've been in that mine for a hell of a long time, and I'm only flesh and blood. I need a woman." Well, the bartender says, "Hell, there ain't no women in this town. If you want to do any of that business, all we got is Andy Richter, the Swedish German." The prospector, he says, no, he says, "Hell, I ain't into that funny stuff, you know." He says, "I'll be fine." So he goes back to his state, you know, and he's back in that mine, man, and 6 months passes, and a year passes, and Conan, you know, people are weak. Man is made of flesh and pride, as the scriptures tell us, and by God, that old prospector finally broke to his knees and he said, "I'm no worse than..." Then he went back to the bar. He was a beaten man. He says to the bartender, he says, "Hell, man, I've been in that place 2.5 years. A man has needs, and if you say there's no women in this here town," he says, "well, I'll have to go for Andy Richter, the Swedish German."
But he says, listen now, he says, man, I'm a tough old hombre, you know, and I got friends now. He says, I don't want anybody to know about this. You know, this is back in the old days.
Sure, yeah.
He says,
I can tell by the accent, yeah.
he says, I got my cowpoke friends and so forth. I'd hate to hell anybody know about this. You know, this got to be all secret. Nobody. I say, nobody can know about this. Bartender says, well, 4 people will know about it. How do you figure that? He says, well, he says, I'll know about it. He says, you'll know about it. Andy Richter, the Swedish German, will know about it. And the feller that has to hold down Andy will know about it.
Why?
Why? Because Andy Richter, the Swedish German, he don't go for that funny business neither.
Well, at least you left me my dignity.
Yeah.
I like the way that story ended.
Yeah, because you weren't gay.
Right. Yeah. No, but that's not beside the point.
You were raped.
No, it's more. It's more that I wasn't prostituting myself. That's what I was
You're
getting.
such a horrible man.
We're on basic cable, but it's still valuable airtime.
I
don't know about that.
You know, in Georgia, they say there's a whole subgenre of Andy, the Swedish German joke. That's what the guy told me.
Well, you know what? I asked you, how are you?
Yeah?
And you went into, I believe, a 48-minute joke.
Oh,
which
I'm sorry.
was fantastic. But now we have to take a commercial break.
Are you kidding me?
What? Yes! I'm about to grow my beard back if I don't... Norm MacDonald in just a second. Stick around. I'm here with Norm MacDonald, and I'm going to say, and this is just based on the, this relates a little bit to the last segment.
Yeah.
I love having you on the show, but every time you're on the show, I get one comment afterwards from people on the street, people out in the world. They say, I loved Norm last night. Was he drunk? They always ask me that. Now, I explained to them that, no, you are not a drinking man, which you are not. But do you have any vices at all? Any vices?
Yeah, well, no, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, but lately, I've been spicing up the sex life.
By just saying it 3 times? That's how you... That's your method of spicing it up?
My method is, I decided to spice things up. I got into, do you know what S&M is?
Yes, I know what S&M is.
Yeah. It's the sadomasochistic lifestyle.
Okay.
And so I said, I'll give it a whirl, you know? So,
Really? I'll give it a whirl?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'll tell you something about this lifestyle. First of all, the thing they don't tell you is if you're a beginner, you have to be the masochist.
Really? You have to be the one that's getting the punishment.
Yes, clearly you want to be the sadist.
Yeah.
So that's a jip. So I'm with my lady friends, and I'm still trying to understand, but my lady friend, sweet girl, and she is the sadist. Uh-huh. And you have to have a safe word. This is very, very important.
I've heard about this,
yes,
yeah.
It's like when you say this word, you know, it's a safe word.
That means the person knows that you're not kidding around. Stop doing whatever you're doing.
It's a safe word.
Yeah.
And so anyways, she's putting me through all sorts of, sexual torture and so forth.
And what have you.
Yeah. Then I say my safe word.
Uh-huh. What is it?
It's boring. That's a good one.
Stupid.
I don't like that. I am going to return to my former sexual lifestyle.
Well, yeah, what's that?
It's trying to find a lady and convincing her to let me lie down on top of her.
That sounds so romantic, the way you describe it. I want to lie down on top of you and take a nap? What do you... Doesn't sound like...
I'm just saying I'm very simple. I don't need no, I don't need no where they whip your balls or anything.
Okay.
I'm just an old chunk of coal that likes the,
An old chunk of coal. Yeah. Likes S&M, apparently.
No, that's what I was just trying to... I'm getting back to just lying on top of a lady.
Okay, all right.
Which even that proves extraordinarily hard.
Okay. Norm, you've got this new show, sports show with Norm MacDonald.
I'm taking so many Viagra now. I tell you this.
What's that, Norm?
My doctor told me I'm
yeah?
on the same dose that they give to the donkey for the second show in Tijuana.
Okay, now listen.
For the second show, you know?
Why do I continue to have you on? And yet I love it.
No, the second show.
The sports show.
Oh, yeah,
People
yeah.
love this program. It's on Comedy Central.
Comedy Central, yeah.
And so now you are a sports
love
fan for a long time.
sports.
You love sports, and I'm just curious, what's going on in the world of sports right now that we should know? What's in the news, you sportster?
I don't know. There's something about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Not really a sports story, but
Oh, yeah, no, he wasn't Mr. Universe. People, it's funny, right? People say, hey, oh, how did he become the governor of California? He was Mr. Universe.
yeah.
And we're
a bigger
surprised.
Yeah, that's a bigger title. Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
God. I'll tell you one thing, man.
What's
I was
that?
watching the Mr. Universe contest there last year. Mm-hmm. And then, a couple of weeks later, they had Mr. World on. I said, I think I'm going to vote for that guy who won Mr. Universe.
Because he encompasses so much more than Mr. World.
Yeah. But what were you asking again?
Forget it. What's going on in the world of sports?
Oh,
I
sports.
just heard someone got a big award today.
Oh, Dennis Rodman?
Yeah.
Yes, Dennis Rodman. Here's an interesting thing.
Dennis Rodman.
Here's an interesting thing. Do you ever notice this?
Yeah.
Penny Youngman
Yeah.
is an old man.
Yeah.
But Gary Oldman is a young man.
Look at that. You're back. You're almost at a perfect score for that one.
No,
They just cheapened the Olympics so much.
no, that wasn't like a great joke, but it was just.
No, don't sell it too short.
It's like it was more a comment.
Well, you know, we're almost out of time, so if you were going to make some comment about Dennis Rodman, we'll have to get to it next time.
Yeah.
Because we're out of time, aren't we, Jeff?
Hey!
What's that? Jeff's going, now Jeff's come to life. He's like, stop it. You gotta stop it. You gotta make it stop.
What about Paul Newman is an old man?
You got another one?
What about Gary Mann is a guy who works over at Comedy Central?
Is that What happened?
I don't know.
You fascinate me. You fascinate me more than any other guest I've talked to.
You know who would be cool to see? You'd ever see The Hangover?
Yeah?
That was an awesome movie, man.
Yeah, well, there's a sequel. Hangover Part 2 coming
yeah.
out, and the director's coming up.
He is? I love that guy, Todd Phillips. I was at a party with him. I went to a party. Todd Phillips was at the party.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome.
Well, he's coming out in just a minute. If there's still time, but I'm going to get him out here.
Oh, awesome.
Sports Show with Norm MacDonald airs Tuesdays at 10:30 on Comedy Central. Norm MacDonald. We'll be right back. The director of Hangover Part 2, Todd Phillips, is here. My next guest is one of the top directors today. He directed Due Date, Old School, and the highest-grossing comedy of 2009, The Hangover. His new movie, The Hangover Part 2, opens Friday. Please welcome Todd Phillips.
Hi.
Good to see you, Todd.
Good to see you, too. You know, I'm sorry to interrupt, but they were doing my mic backstage, and I really just caught the end of that joke. Do you mind repeating it? Is that okay?
Yeah, start that again, would you, Norm?
Something about a Swedish.
Yeah, there was a Swedish German guy named Andy Richter, and you guys were at a party together.
We were at a party, man, remember?
We were. It was, are we allowed to even mention whose party it was? Because it's,
Oh, Jay Leno's.
No. It's actually not true. It was...
He would not have a party, don't trust me.
That's good.
He would not have a party.
No, we were at Jimmy Kimmel's house, and it was a party for Howard
Oh, that's
Stern.
nice, yeah.
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 It was the first party I've been to in like 12 years. But it was fun seeing Todd, man. The Hangover was awesome. I hope the second one's...
Yeah.
Like my son was like, I don't know how they can do it again.
You realize you're not going to get to any of your things that you're here to talk about. It's pretty much over now.
That's okay.
No, don't apologize. This is what happens when Norm comes to town.
But honest to God, The Hangover was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Well, The Hangover 2 is going to be even better.
I hope, yeah.
You could probably use that for the poster.
Yeah, do you mind?
I hope, yeah, Norm MacDonald.
I saw the movie, thought it was very funny.
Oh, thank you.
And we had Zach.
Yes.
Well,
I get to see things that some of us get to see things a little early there, pal.
Yeah.
You know, you're just an old lump of coal that likes S&M. I'm a guy.
I have to wait like all you guys for May the 26th.
Is that the right date?
you want to go to the Swedes and see?
No.
what
They filed out. They're not even putting up numbers now.
Yeah.
We had Zach Galifianakis here yesterday. Very funny guy, obviously,
Sure.
and you guys do great work together.
We do.
Is he one of those people that will? Because he's very reserved when you just talk to him backstage.
Yeah.
He's kind of a quiet. Comes off across as a little shy.
He is.
And does he do anything that you ask him to do, or does it take work to get him?
No. I mean, any director, you have different techniques with each actor that you work with, and Zach, it's just a different sort of thing to bring him out of his shell and get him to do stuff. Like even on the first Hangover, he had to be naked from the waist down in that scene when he went to the bathroom with the tiger, and Zach just was adamant that he didn't want to do it.
So how did you get him to do it?
Basically, I called him a pussy and told him Will Ferrell would do it. That works. That works for a guy like Zach. It wouldn't really work with Robert Downey Jr., but for Zach, it works. And or sometimes you just bring him a box of donuts.
Right.
Very simple.
Get him to do what you want. Now, what about...
Here's a box of donuts. Take off your pants.
Your pants. Hey, we've all had that happen, Andy.
Yeah.
Now, you wanted to shoot Zach with a real taser in the first Hangover
That
movie.
is right.
I didn't know if that was real, if that was just legend.
No, that's a true story. In fact, I wanted to shoot all the actors, with a real taser. I figured we'd seen it on Jackass. Those guys do it. They're fine. I approached the guys.
They're not fine.
I didn't realize. I figured it would be a fun thing to do, capture real reactions. And Bradley Cooper, who is like a soldier, was just on board. I'm there. Let's do it. Let's go. And of course, Zach and Ed just were absolutely not having it. They called their agents immediately, and I very quickly heard from Warner Brothers security that said, safety, they have a safety
They do have
department.
safety people. And yeah, they're not going to let you shoot A-list actors with,
They weren't A-list at the time.
That was your doing, so you should get to... okay, you make a lot of people laugh. What makes you laugh these days? Just curious.
I've been turned on a lot by a lot of these kind of animal videos on YouTube. I know it's a very standard thing, but I've seen so many. This one recently that has been getting like 17 million hits of the dog talking. Have you seen this video?
Yeah.
It just blows my mind. And I think they did bring a clip of it.
I love this. You didn't bring your own clip. You brought this clip.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube of a dog talking. Let's take a look.
So, I went to the fridge and I opened up the meat drawer. You know what the meat drawer is, right?
Yeah. What's in there?
Well, I'll tell you what was in there. You know that bacon that's like maple? It's got maple flavor.
The maple kind, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I took that out and I thought,
Yeah.
I know who would like that. Me. So I ate it.
Oh. Pick me.
17 million hits. It's a new world. You shot this in, you shot The Hangover 2 in Bangkok.
Yes.
And must have been an amazing experience there. Just legendary experience to bring those actors to Bangkok and shoot a movie.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun there, and we don't like to talk about a lot of what went down there. But we did have fun.
I'm told Bradley Cooper is on tomorrow, and I have it on good authority. He's going to tell us things that no one should know.
I really doubt that. I don't believe it.
I think he will.
I'll make you a
absolutely
bet
think he will. Yeah, I bet you he does. I'll bet you anything. It's almost as if it had been taped ahead of time. The Hangover Part 2. We have a clip here. Anything you'd like to tell us about this? This is actually a clip of something you made, not took from YouTube.
Okay. This is Mr. Chow. Ken Jeong shows up in the movie, and I think the clip we're about to show is them in a car chase. They're being chased by these gangsters, and Mr. Chow is driving.
Let's take a look at this clip from The Hangover 2.
He's so strong! Look out! Oh, tight squeeze! I got him! Slow down, Chow! Hold on! Get
The Hangover Part 2 opens May 26th. Todd, thanks so much for stopping by. Congratulations. Todd Phillips. We'll be right back. The Joy Formidable. You know what I said? All right, everybody, we're back. Settle down. I know it's exciting. My next guests are from, it's North Wales, right? Yes, North Wales. And they're here tonight with a song from their critically acclaimed debut album, The Big Roar. Please welcome The Joy Formidable. NORM MACDONALD is here. We'll see you in a minute. We're back. My first guest was, of course, a cast member on Saturday Night Live. He's also appeared in numerous films, including Dirty Work and Billy Madison. Please welcome our old chum, NORM MACDONALD. So nice to see you.
Oh, man, it's great to be here, Conan.
Yeah.
In the talk show, my natural element.
Yes. I've always said you're a terrific guest, and you're like a fish in water. Not out of water, a fish in water.
Yes, I
you're on
am.
a talk show.
I'm like a fish in water on a talk show.
Yeah.
And it turns out there's an opening now for a talk show.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because it's been in the news a little bit. You have been lobbying. The host, Craig Ferguson, announced he's stepping down.
Craig Ferguson is stepping down from the Late Late Show.
Yes.
And so, you know, all my career, I've been, you know, sort of diffident.
That's a cool word, diffident.
Well, it is a kind of retarded word, huh?
No, it's a good word. It's a good word.
Anyways, no more diffidence for me.
So what you're saying... Well, if you don't know what diffident is, no one knows what the hell you're talking about.
I know. What should I say?
You've been a little laid back, let's say.
Laid back, and that's not what, you know, what fuels this this town, Hollywood, is naked ambition.
Right. And what you've
You went
done...
from being passive to active.
Yes, I am a furnace of ambition.
Okay, Norm.
It's warm, actually.
Yeah, it is. And what I plan to do, you see...
is you want to take that job. You've put it out there.
I want that job, because here's the thing. I kept hearing, hey, there's a conversation going on about these different names. And
about who might replace Craig Ferguson, yeah.
And my name was never in it. So I believe, my dad always taught me, if you're not part of a conversation, the thing is, you walk up to that table and you put your hand out and you say, Mr. Moonves, good to meet you, sir. I hear you've been conversing about different people. You've been conversing about different people, and I don't like them.
Wait, you would, instead of talking up your own skills, you would crap on the other people?
Oh, no, I would never do that.
Okay.
No, I would just say, listen, you're sitting around the table, and, you know, why does my name lay unmentioned like your potatoes au gratin?
Okay, you took the restaurant thing way too far. Let's get you out of the restaurant. What about one name they're mentioning a lot is a very popular guy, John Hodgman. They're saying John Hodgman might be the possible guy who could replace Craig Ferguson.
Oh, yeah.
What about him?
Well, you see, he's too smart. He's... nobody wants an egghead or a blue stocking. What they want is...
No one's talked that way in 80 years. What do you mean, no one wants an egghead or a blue stocking? They want a ham and egg man. They want a guy who gets his hands dirty.
That's right. They want a fella like you and me, a man of the people. You know, like a dunce, a dolt.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm not saying you're a dunce or a dolt.
Yes, you did. That's exactly what you just said.
I'm saying you play one on television.
Okay, fair enough. You think I'm a chump, but that's fair enough. But you're saying that you think that you'd do a better job than that John Hodgman guy.
Oh, I think I could do a better job than anyone except for Conan O'Brien himself.
Well, okay, thank you. You've known me 25 years.
I know you hate
and you
me.
call me Conan O'Brien.
I know.
Yeehaw! He's up now yonder, tell you. Way past that ridge.
No, as I said, I know you hate being called Conan.
No, I'm fine with it. But aren't they, right now they're looking for diversity in hosts, you know?
That's me.
What are you talking about? How are you diverse?
I'm three-quarters gypsy.
Oh, and you are not.
I swear to God, my mom, who's in the audience, full-blooded gypsy, and my father, he's half Scottish and half gypsy. Gypsy Jack MacDonald.
That's true. How come you can't even say your own last name correctly? You're not MacDonald.
Gypsy. We lived on the edge of town.
Sure.
And what we would do is me, my mom, and Gypsy Jack MacDonald, we'd travel from town to town, and we'd go to old ladies' houses and tell them there was something wrong with their roof.
And was there something wrong with the roof?
Oh, no. We were dirty gypsies.
All right, shut up. You can't say that. You can't say that. You're going to get mail
No,
now.
I know, except I don't think they even exist.
What?
Well, I think...
What are you talking about?
I think that I'm a gypsy, for God's sake. I can say it. I can say the G word.
All right. You're fine. You're fine. Now, do you think... Let me say this. I know this job looks easy.
It does look easy.
But do you think you have...
I mean, this job, it looks hard.
Oh.
This job looks easy.
Okay, well, I know it looks easy.
Yes.
But do you really think you've got the chops? I'm going to use the phrase chops.
Sure.
Do you think you got the chops to be a talk show host?
Oh, yes.
Because there's a lot of things you have to be able to do. You don't just sit here and guffaw. Granted, that's 98% of it. Do you have the chops to do it?
No, I've been studying it like a Jesuit.
All right. You just used the J word.
And I believe I could do it in 1 minute.
You think, Norm MacDonald, that in 1 minute you can display all of the talk show skills?
1 minute, that's all I need. If I could only have 1 minute.
I think we want to see this, don't we? Let's do it. He's got 1 minute.
Oh, and then I say this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. And now, here's Norm MacDonald.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You're familiar with the model Kate Upton? Well, apparently, she told the London Sun that life would be easier if she had small breasts. You know, I suppose that's true if by easier, she means harder. We have a great show! Now, Andy,
Howdy, Norm. How are you?
Now, I understand that you had a little trouble with your wife last night, didn't her?
Well, yeah, you know, she's a sassy gal, and yeah, and she's.
Well, let's get to our first
All
guest.
right.
Please welcome comedy legend Fred Willard.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I love your show. You're doing a great job. I love it, man. Wow,
I understand, Fred, you brought a clip.
I did.
Let's see, let's take a look.
Sure. Yeah, that was.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. More Norm MacDonald.
We're back with Norm MacDonald. I thought you did an amazing job back there.
Oh, it's easier than it looks. No, but listen, guys, do you want me to be the host or not?
Here you go.
Yeah,
That'll get the word out to
people have
CBS.
spoken.
Yeah. Now listen.
Thank you.
So much to ask you. First of all, I know you're a big sports fanatic.
Oh, I
but
love sports.
You're also a guy that keeps up on the news, and there's big news out there in the sporting world.
The big news is Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah, huge news.
And I don't like him, don't care for him, never did.
Really? You don't like Oscar Pistorius even before he? What are you doing?
I have something in my tooth.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't like him.
You're saying, I mean, a lot of people don't like him now that he murdered somebody, but
yeah.
but before that, allegedly.
But also really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have problems with the murder.
Right.
But what I never liked him racing with them things that looked like something Wile E. Coyote would order. And
what?
Well, they
you had a problem with him racing with his
blades.
His blades. He was the blade runner.
Yes, he
Those
was.
Teflon blades.
I did have a big problem with it because, well, I'll put it this way. Let's imagine you're a runner, you know, with legs.
Yeah.
And then you go home, you go, oh, I lost, honey. Who'd you lose to? Guy with no legs.
Wait, you're saying that you didn't like that Oscar Pistorius raced against people with legs?
No, I don't. I feel that one of the basic requirements of being a sprinter is having legs. I feel that they should say, okay, listen, let's, here's the, hey, what about you? I don't think you can be on the team. Why not? Well, you're not a biped. You have no legs, so scram.
Okay.
You take your time as long as you want. But get the hell out of here.
No one's going with you on this. Nobody is with you on this at all.
Except the feller at home that's like, that son of a bitch I lost my race to that got no legs.
Are you saying he had an unfair advantage because he had these?
Well, of course. He had rocket ships.
They're not rocket ships.
Okay.
Andy, help me out here.
No, it's still him running.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, guys, I agree with you then. Oscar Pistorius is a scholar and a gentleman.
All right.
He's a murderer.
He turned it around on us.
Alleged murderer.
And that's the part you like.
Yeah, you said I'm okay with that part.
No, I'll tell you something, though, you know, Conan.
Yeah?
We talk about, like, people with promise.
Yeah.
And Oscar Pistorius was a man, and he was a great man. But I'm put in mind of the people that
that have promise that are unfulfilled. Like when I was young, there was a fella went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. And he was from Témiscamingue, Quebec. And Jacques de Gautier, he was a fella that really thought. And he was smart, you know. He was our hope, I guess. And he was, while I was scrambling to get out of high school, Jacques de Gatineau had already...
I think you just changed his last name.
Well, you know, a man grows. But this is the point.
Yeah.
Jacques de Gatineau, he went to McGill University and he got 3 degrees, by golly. And he went over across the pond to the fellers with Cambridge, and he even stood up to them. And we thought, boy, he's going to be the next. We had Jean Marchand, Gérald Tertier, Pierre Trudeau, the 3 wise men of Quebec. By God, Jacques de Gatineau was going to be the next.
Give me the next gun.
Yeah, but he vanished. And I met him, I started to do stand-up and travel from here to there and to here again. And one time I was in Niagara Falls, and by gosh, I went over to the SeaWorld there. You know how they have the SeaWorld? You know, with the different fish. You know.
I didn't know that, but okay. Yeah. Yes.
Beluga.
The SeaWorld. I've been there many a time.
Okay, so I was checking out the beluga whales and stuff, and I look over, and who do you think I see?
I hope it's that guy.
No, it was just an attendant, but he showed me to the place I wanted to see, which is where they feed the little baby dolphins, because I love dolphins, you know. And who do I see there but Jacques de Gatineau? And here he is, he's feeding the baby dolphins. And I go up to him and I go, Jacques de Gatineau, I feel shame for you. You were our hope. You were to go to Canada, Canada's nation's capital of Ottawa. And you were to be a great man, Jacques de Gatineau. And we were all, you know, we pinned all of Témiscamingue, Quebec, pinned our hopes on you. Now, that's a hell of a burden for a man to have a town's hope pinned on them, isn't it, Conan?
It is a big burden.
So he was feeding these baby dolphins, you know, and I said, I'm ashamed of you, Jacques de Gatineau. You could have done so many great things. And he said, well, I think I'm serving a youthful porpoise. Now, I believe that...
was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen.
You don't encourage that.
It's like...
That was a 40-minute story.
It's like somebody...
Youthful porpoise?
Youthful porpoise.
Yes.
Not porpoise.
I don't know. Good God.
I know. That was way out of line.
No, that was way out of... Who are you to criticize Oscar Pistorius?
It's like somebody saying, I got to show you something. They take on a 4-mile hike to show you a dog turd. Look at it. Okay.
Well, there's your reel for CBS. We're getting this right to Les Moonves.
Yeah.
I gotta have him.
You want to see that every night, Les? This guy's got
more Quebecois humor.
I love you. I really do. You know that, right?
I know it, man. You're a great man. I've never said this, but you've done so many benefits for me for the gypsies. And
I get the word out about werewolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're done now, right?
I'm finished. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one like him. We're pretty sure about that. Norm MacDonald. When we come back, Mackenzie Davis from Halt and Catch Fire. is a beautiful and talented actress who stars on the new AMC series *Halt and Catch Fire*, which premieres Sunday, June 1st. Please welcome Mackenzie Davis. Wow, you're beautiful, but you're also extraordinarily tall.
I am. I just learned I'm not good at walking in heels over
Oh,
the
you don't
course of-
often, because I went back to see you in the dressing room, sort of try to surprise you, and creepy. My little camera. No, but I went to see you, and I was quite. Yeah, the ladies never see it, but I jumped in, and I was shocked at how tall you are. I didn't realize you were this tall.
Well, I'm very tall to begin with, but yeah, I have unusually high heels on as well.
Does it make you at all? Because some women who are tall get a little self-conscious around guys. They feel like who are smaller, they have to crouch and slouch to make them feel more comfortable. Is that?
I think that my natural posture is something closer to a Mr. Burns, and that I have to fight.
You're like Mr. on The Simpsons. You're like
one of these.
Yes,
I've seen candid photos of me, that are just the beautiful line of his back. So I have to really.
But tell me you don't do that with your fingers and go, Simpson, eh? You know.
No, I don't laugh or tent them like that.
Right.
But my hands are always in something like this of a position.
That's
so.
very attractive.
Yeah.
You did.
Raptor.
Yeah. You did.
This fella wrote many of them Simpsons.
I know. I'm.
Yeah.
Sort of in love.
Oh.
What? What's that?
Well, no, I just my prerequisite for any relationship is that the person that I date has to love The Simpsons as much as I do. I just don't think I could ever really love someone if they didn't truly love The Simpsons.
Yes, and you're aware that I wrote there for a while.
You guys should get married and go on a honeymoon too.
I don't even know anymore. That's a hologram of Norm MacDonald.
I'm just saying, get the tin cans in the back of that Buick and off you go.
Are you an old gold prospector now? You know, we're gonna make this happen. So, okay, you did that awkward moment with Zac Efron. Is that the kind of guy that you would be attracted to? Is it that kind of guy?
Zach's too pretty to exist.
Yes,
in the real
that's what
world.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
I feel
yes.
like even
I like a guy with physical flaws.
I like a bit of an
woman.
ugly man, you know, somebody who doesn't.
You don't like an ugly guy.
Well, I like somebody with character. Oh, I don't know how to phrase this.
Yeah. This is flaws. Some flaws.
Yeah. Zach is like a beautiful marble statue where you look at him and just get lost. I feel like we couldn't connect if we were to really go down that road, which is never an option. But yeah.
But guys like us, just like normal slobs.
Yeah, bring him on.
I'm told that you like to make unusual craft projects, and I heard about this, and I thought I've got to ask you about it because you know, and you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but it seems so unusual. I see you; you're such a beautiful woman, and then I heard about this craft project that seemed a little unusual.
Yeah, here's a way to alienate people.
That's what I do.
Yeah. You should have opened with that. Yeah.
I was living in Texas for a little while, and I started collecting owl pellets. And for anyone who doesn't know, when an owl eats a field mouse or a rodent, it eats it, digests all of the edible parts, and then regurgitates a pellet, which is all the bones, all the undigestible matter. And I collect those and harvest the bones, and then make magical creatures out of them.
Well, that's fine with me about that owl. I don't give a hoot.
Yeah. I don't think you should be on a talk show.
Yeah.
You should be writing liquor store greeting cards.
Well, wait a minute. Let's get back to it. You really do this. What would make you think of this in the first place? You saw an owl pellet. You took it apart and you extract the bones and then you make art out of it?
Yeah.
So you're like a serial killer. That's probably on an FBI profile list somewhere.
I found some roadkill on the side of the road one day and was looking up how to dissolve the meat in the way that would be least odious to my landlord and neighbors. And I discovered that was also one of the early indicators of Jeffrey Dahmer's psychopathy. So It is a serial killer.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I love that she rents.
I know.
You're doing this in a rental.
Yeah. Here's number one rule for being a serial killer: don't rent. You gotta own the basement. You gotta own the crawl
You gotta
space.
work your way up to that.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you this. Did you ever toss a prostitute off a bridge?
What's the price on? This is going well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something. I don't think you should host Late Late Show. I think you should take my slot because I am vacating it. I am leaving. I think you should take over. There's an opening here at the Conan Show.
I was just saying I heard that was a sign of being a serial killer.
Okay. You're the worst guy I've ever met. And I mean that in a nice way. All right, there's no way to, good God.
Halt and Catch Fire.
There's no way to transition, but we have a clip here from Halt and Catch Fire.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna soldier on here. Tell us a little bit about your role.
I play Cameron Howe. She's sort of an outsider punk prodigy programmer. And should I set up the clip?
Sure.
Okay. She is being scouted by Joe McMillan, who's played by Lee Pace, to sort of come and work for a company that he's setting up.
Right. And you two have a past.
No, we have a future.
Wow. Let's take a look at this clip from Halt and Catch Fire.
You know I screwed him, right?
Let's be adult about this.
Go off talking down to me, don't you?
Look, there are 1,000 other engineers we can get, preferably one you haven't bedded down with.
Who are you again?
I'm the guy who figured out the boot code in 4 days. What have you done? You heard him. 1,000 other engineers.
No. You need me, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
What do you want?
I want you to go dangle your little opportunity in someone else's face.
Don't ever talk to me that way. You would never. Halt and Catch Fire premieres Sunday, June 1st at 10 p.m. on AMC. Mackenzie, thanks so much. Please come back.
Thanks for having me.
Wow. All right, Mackenzie Davis, everybody. We'll be right back. Veruca Salt! Ladies and gentlemen, tonight my next guests are performing together for the first time in 18 years. And on June 22nd, they'll kick off a summer tour in Portland, Oregon. To see an exclusive performance of their new song, The Museum of Broken Relationships, head over to teamcoco.com/music, where you can also find a link to a free download. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Veruca Salt! Here, we'll see you in a second. Everybody, we're back. My first guest tonight is, of course, an actor and a comedian who has just written this new memoir entitled Based on a True Story, which is now on the New York Times bestseller list. Please welcome one of our oldest friends, NORM MACDONALD. Let's get him out here.
What a crowd, what a crowd, what a crowd. You guys are great, I'll tell you that. I've been on a lot of shows, but there's no better crowd than you right here. I'll tell you that right
now. You're a pro. You came out here, you lit this crowd up.
I'm just telling the truth.
You're a truth teller. You got your book there?
Oh yeah. Let me read some of it.
You don't have to do you don't have to do that.
That's rich. Look, I'll tell you something.
Yeah, what's up, pal?
This is not a memoir. It says my memoir on it.
Oh, yeah, well, I thought this was a memoir. I thought this was...
No, it only says a memoir on it, but it's a novel. I don't know, so I was angry when it was in the nonfiction.
Yeah.
Because it's a memoir. It says a memoir. It doesn't mean anything.
Right.
It's like if you about grapes of wrath. You're like, hey, there's no grapes.
Yeah.
Or you put it in the grape section. That's smart.
Yeah.
Then everybody will find grapes of wrath.
Yeah.
People that like grapes.
Okay, listen, Norm, settle down.
Have I made my point?
You made your point.
If this was a memoir, if this were a memoir,
yeah,
I would put juicy things from my own life.
Right, right. Like what kind of things would you put in there that nobody knows?
Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What? I mean, that's, you're a gay man?
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted. I'm as straight as an arrow.
So you're a gay man who won't admit it?
No, no. Do you know what deeply closeted means?
Yeah.
It means a man who will not acknowledge that he's gay.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not gay. I got a wife.
You got a wife?
I just got married because I thought, go through that charade, keep appearances up.
Oh, yeah. That's the kind of thing you tell if this were a memoir.
Yeah, if this were a memoir.
Right.
If this were a memoir, I would tell about my wife. What a battle axe.
Battle axe?
I mean,
no one's called their wife a battle axe since 1945.
Listen, come. How do you feel about a woman? She's supposed to be my life partner. I look in the mirror the other day and I says to her, I says, honey, I look in the mirror and all I see is a fat, ugly old man. And I need you to give me a compliment. She says, all right then. Your eyesight is damn near perfect. I said, you dirty dog.
You called her a dirty dog?
A dirty dog.
A dirty dog.
We have fights constantly.
Oh, you do you?
Oh, and sometimes it bleeds over. Like we were driving in a car. We went past a bunch of animals. There was a pig, a cow. And I admit this is a little cruel.
You were kind of mad at her at the time.
I was mad at her. So I say, hey, you see that pig, that cow, you know, horse? That remind you of any of your relatives? She says, yeah, my in-laws. I said, you dirty dog.
Oh, wow. Wow. Dirty dog again. Wow.
I tell you, until I met my wife, I always felt incomplete. Now I'm finished. But I will say this.
What is going on?
No, I will say this.
What is this What is going on?
I will say
this is
this.
a 1935 radio show.
Penny Youngman, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
What's that you say there, Norm?
Let me see.
Norm, what's that you say? Tell us more, Norm. We're going to take a break for Chesterfield figurettes.
Well, let me say something more modern and stylish then.
Okay.
My wife went into a coma.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And the doctor said to me, you won't hear this from any 1935 comic. He says to me, there's one way to wake her up, but it's a little unconventional. You go in there and you have oral sex with her. I said, by God. He says, I've seen it work. I said, well, I'm willing to try. So I go in there, I'm in there about 5 minutes, and I come out. I said, Doc, she's choking. But that's modern medicine for you.
That's modern medicine. We're going to take a break. I'm going to find out what's happening here.
That's modern.
We're going to take a little break here. Here's a message from the good people at Bosco Chocolate Syrup. We'll be back. More Norm MacDonald after this, see? We're back. I'm sitting here with Norm MacDonald. Norm, you know, I didn't get a chance to talk to you before the show, and I like to find out how you're doing in your personal life. I know you're from Canada.
Yes, yes.
And do you get
rural
back?
Canada. Deep rural Canada.
And do you get back there much and see the old gang, the old chums?
God, yeah. You know, I grew up, we didn't know the things that you do in the city.
City folks, yeah.
I remember when my dad, when I was young, he took me to the first time we ever went to the city. And we saw an elevator, and by God, my dad didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the doors, it was just magic doors to us. That's what my dad called it. The doors open, and a big, fat, old, ugly woman in a wheelchair got in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the doors closed. And then the doors open again, and a beautiful blonde walks out. And my dad says, quick, go get your mother. Now, I mean, that guy was well, listen, he was a dirty dog, but he was a good man,
He's
too.
a good man, uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever see any of the old chums up there in Canada? Did you ever go up to the old rural areas of Canada?
I met a man there last time I was there that lived in the city of Cornwall, where Ryan Gosling hails. And, well, it's a big city because of that now.
Yeah.
And so...
Big deal, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, he was from the city, and he got tired of the rat race, racing and chasing and trying to keep up with the Joneses.
He got tired of the city life.
Yeah, so
he couldn't take it anymore.
He said, I'm going to get myself land. Land. Man needs land. So he went to the country where we live. And the soil's not arable, it's rocky, hellish. But anyways, he liked it.
Yeah.
And so the first day there, the neighbor fella, Angus McGregor, comes over. And I know Angus a long time. And Angus, old fella, he says, what's your name? The guy says, Phil Henshaw. He said, you're from the city, I hear. Yes. He says, well, I just came over to say hello. God, the city fella says, isn't that something? All the years I was in this city, I never met my neighbor. I lived in an apartment, and I never met my neighbor. First day here on the farm, and here you are saying hello. Well, I'm saying more than hello, says Angus McGregor. I'm going to invite you to a welcome wagon party over at my farm. Well, the city fella says, that's exactly what I was looking for. I guess I was looking for a sense of community as well as owning land.
Yeah.
So he says, what's the party going to be like? So Angus McGregor says, well, I won't lie to you. It gets pretty rowdy. A little drinking, a little fighting, a little fornicating. So the guy says, well, that's all right with me. What time do I show up? Angus says, it don't matter, just the two of us. Now...
Right.
Now, you almost broke a Pulitzer Prize nominated book.
Yes, one nominated for a Pulitzer Prize. Is this true that you met? Oh God.
That I met Donald Trump. Well, I was just going to tell you because I was reminded by my book that I like self-help books, and I felt. I
got a copy here. You don't have to keep waving that thing around.
I felt that I was not affectionate enough in my real life, and I guess it was because my father. We shook hands, and that's how we expressed our terms of endearment. And that's the way it was on the North 40. But I said now in the city, and as a more evolved person, no, you know, I'll never call myself a cosmopolite because I don't know what it means. But I will say this. I wanted to get a book just to teach myself how to be affectionate, and I didn't know if they had it, but I found one in a bookstore. It was called How to Hug. How to Hug.
It's nice.
And I got it, and by God, I was disappointed. It turned out it was volume 5 of the Oxford English Dictionary. How to Hug. But this book...
It's fantastic.
Yeah, we don't need 2 books.
We really don't. Now, you met Trump recently, is that right?
I met Donald Trump at a
Is this a true story?
Yes, sir.
Or is this one of your, he has a farm and a goat comes by? Because I'm not putting up with that shit. I saw Trump. Trump, he had a farm. He said, I want you to meet my donkey, he said. And I was like, well, Mr. Trump, I know you're running for president, but tell me more about this here donkey. Well, he says, if you want to see the donkey, you got to first meet my 3 daughters. Now, the first one's shy, the second one's sexy, and the third one has 1 leg. I'm making all of this up.
I know.
But this is exactly what you do.
But the ending... I would never tell that type of joke, because that's that kind of a joke that we shouldn't be telling.
You're right. I apologize.
But I will say, no, I did meet Trump. No,
this is true. You met
an
Trump.
absolutely true story. I was on another talk show, not a competing talk show, because talk shows don't compete.
Hey,
anymore.
and I think no show competes with this one.
No, sir. You say that with irony, but I say that with truth. I agree with you. You've been on the air 23 years.
Yeah.
My God, Mr. Carson. 7 years shy of Carson himself. Can you imagine?
Carson Daly.
Carson Daly. Carson Daly's been on 45 years. But look at this man compared to Johnny Carson at the time. You know, look at Johnny Carson. Get a picture of him 7 years before he retired. Long white hair, white beard.
He didn't have a white beard. Johnny always looked fantastic.
Well, have I ever done my Johnny Carson impression for you?
No, you haven't. And I'm sure this young audience would love to see it. Let's see it.
This is, you can play along. You can be the 911 operator. This is Johnny Carson when he was having his heart attack. He actually phoned 911. People don't know this. He phoned 911 himself. He's a very brave man. And so during a heart attack, he phoned 911. So you be the 911 operator.
Okay.
Say hello. You know.
Hello.
Hello. This is Johnny Carson.
Oh, Mr. Carson, how can I help you?
I feel like there's a yak on my chest.
Well, sir, I'm going to hang up on you now. That's a good Johnny, but times have changed.
I know.
Now listen.
I shouldn't say stuff like that.
Mr. Trump, you met Trump?
I did meet Trump. I guess I feel as a closeted gay man living in a deeply, like a sham of a marriage, I have the right to say more, but I guess I don't. Mr. Trump, this is a true story. Yes, we were on a talk show, not as good as your talk show. He was on first. I was on second. There was only 3 minutes between. He stepped out. Secret Service was everywhere. He knows me. I've met him. And I said, Mr. Trump, can I get a picture? He goes, you're funny. I love you. I'll take a picture with you in a minute. And then he turned around and he walked down with the Secret Service guy and got in an elevator. And,
I love that.
Yeah, it was like a Buster Keaton film or something. Like, it was just so funny to me.
All right, well, we are completely out of time.
What
Jeff,
about
he wants to show his Sully movie. All right, we're going to do it. I don't care. It's Norm and we're going to do it.
We can cut other stuff.
No, we're not cutting anything.
I mean,
we can't afford that.
Cut my stuff.
No. Now, this is important to you.
Yes, it's very important.
The film Sully came out.
It was a great movie, a fantastic
with Tom Hanks,
movie. I loved
it.
Oh, my God. So I'm so happy because I have a companion piece to that movie because the whole story was not told. You know, Clint Eastwood did a fine job. I did a fine job. Who knows who did a better job? It doesn't matter. But
you have a competing Sully movie.
Not a companion. So when it finally comes on Netflix, it will say, you know, the Sully Sullenberger movie. You watch Sully. You'll watch that, and then it'll say, if you like that movie, Conan.
Yeah.
Conan.
Just Conan.
I know, sorry. I know you hate that.
No.
If you like that movie, Conan, you will love Sully Sullenberger, airport pilot, which I did.
So you do your version, and you shot this.
Yes.
And it's just right. You play Sully Sullenberger in your movie.
I play Sully Sullenberger. Tom Hanks plays him in the other movie. Who's to say who's better? It's an age-old debate. The point is this. You watch them together, you get the whole story. Because I watched Sully. It's him landing on the Hudson and then what happened after.
And what does yours cover?
Mine covers what he does before. It's called Sully Sullenberger, airport pilot.
This is before he lands on the Hudson? Like a year or two before?
Yeah.
It's a prequel.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at Sully Sullenberger.
I play Sully.
Yeah.
On behalf of U.S. Airline, we know you have a lot of choices to make, and we're glad you chose us.
Have fun in Kansas City, everybody.
That's not a movie.
I didn't choose that clip. There's a better clip that I
What do you mean
gave
there's a
them.
better clip?
Yeah.
There's a better clip than that? I hope there's a better clip.
The story is a love story. That's what I was trying to get.
What?
Nobody knows about Mrs. Sullenberger, old Ruth Sullenberger.
Oh, and they have a this clip shows their real love for each other?
Yeah, it's love.
Okay, here we go.
Sully, why didn't you give me a seat? Why do I have to stand here for the whole flight?
I told you it's cheaper. To save it up for the thing. Now listen, you know why you're standing up here. I'm just kidding you. I love you. That's why. Hey, you wanna land this?
Yeah.
Pretty well lands itself.
I loved her at the end.
Okay.
Oh, that girl will be so happy.
Yeah.
I got her. I found her at your show.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I discovered her at your, at your program in New York.
Yeah.
And I cast her, and she's going to be so happy.
She'll be very happy. She'll make tens of dollars off that. Okay, based on a true story, a memoir is available now. Season 3 of Norm Macdonald Live can be found at youtube.com/Norm Macdonald.
I've missed you, fellas. I'll tell you that.
Or Amazon Prime. Norm, would you? It's just, I never know what's going to happen, and you're truly one of the most delightful, odd people I've ever met.
Well, I love you guys.
Norm Macdonald, I love him. We'll be right back. Kiki Palmer from Scream Queens. All right, everybody, we're back. My next guest played Marty Maraschino in the Emmy Award-winning Grease Live. Now she's starring on the popular Fox series Scream Queens. Please welcome the lovely Kiki Palmer.
First of all, I'm so glad to be here with you. It's been some time.
I know it's been some time.
Since the Keel and the Bee days.
I know, but it's been so nice to have you on, and I'm loving that you're rocking the red hair.
I tried to get a little bit of your swag.
Yeah.
Mine is, of course, not a human color.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get on that red hair swag.
Yeah. Well, is red hair? I mean, do you feel different as a redhead?
Yes, I feel very bold. You know.
You do.
I do. I feel like red is such a very kind of jarring kind of color, so to imagine it on my head, it's like, what's up, it's your girl Keeks.
Yeah. Well, that's nice, because I've always thought that maybe it wasn't sexy, you know?
Oh, no.
I mean, it's very sexy on you, but I've never thought that women are like, oh, I gotta get me a redheaded guy.
Oh, I love me a redhead, but when they don't have freckles, I start to get a little bit like, did you do this? Or
right.
Is this naturally you?
See,
okay.
I got the freckles,
You
yeah.
got the freckles to prove
I've got them all over. More on that later. And so you're feeling good about it. You're feeling good about this change.
It's a really good, fun change. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now we got to talk about something. You posted a dance move recently that I wanted to ask you about because I was intrigued by this. You can actually. It appears like you have like a superpower, and I wanted to ask you about it. Let's just take a look at this dance move, and then you can describe what's happening here. No. It's what? It's
just about the gluteus maximus isolation.
Isolating.
You just gotta isolate each butt cheek, and it's not. I wish I could.
Yeah, well, you could do whatever you want to do. We have no problem. Yeah.
I feel crazy right now. Sorry, Mom, that I'm doing this.
All right, let's do it.
So it's just a little.
Wait. Can you teach Conan how to do this?
You there and I'm...
Relax yourself.
Okay.
And you're just gonna do a little booty isolation. It's gonna go one cheek, other cheek.
I can't. I have no ass. What to speak of? I have nothing here. There's nothing here.
Literally just.
I have no nerve endings down here. I have nothing.
What about one big just both cheeks?
Nothing's happening. I can't feel.
A for effort.
No.
A for effort.
A for effort? That's horrible. No, I can't do that. I have no.
Well, you gotta go home to wifey.
There's nothing here. There's nothing. There's nothing. Yes, feel that. Just
sorry,
feel around a little bit.
at home.
That's right. Feel around. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. No, nothing happened. No, I'm not gonna. I hate.
No, he's pretty off the charts
I hate
today.
high-fiving my own humiliation. It's just the worst. But I honestly don't understand how you do that. That's amazing.
You just isolated. You know, I learned this from a lot of
I
sessions.
can do
with
this.
Senator.
I've done this on the show a lot. I do that all the time.
That's pretty good. I just keep on putting my eyebrows up.
Yeah, yeah,
Mine isn't that cool. Well, see,
Yeah.
everybody got their tricks.
yeah. No, that's literally all I've got right there.
And you're funny. You're pretty hilarious.
I got
actually.
this. Now let's talk about.
I will say Kiki does not need tricks because I've never seen as breathtaking a girl in my life. And her smile is so genuine. It's unbelievable.
Why are you doing this to me?
Oh, no, that's just...
I'm sorry. I wish you could have seen the look Norm gave me as you were hugging him. He was like, You did. You did.
Why you put my
He did that, and then you hugged him, and he looked at me like, it works. You're a creep. You're an old codger, you are.
I'm a fat old man. But
No. You are a rapscallion, you are.
I may be a scapegrace, but in this case, I'm absolutely genuine. I don't mean every word of what I said is true.
Thank you.
This is a little bit like when Donahue met Marlowe. You got it.
He said, you got it.
Here we go.
Even I don't get that one.
Hold on.
You're hilarious.
You guys go way back.
Yes,
Yeah.
we go way back to Drew Jackson VP.
Yes, I did a guest work on her old show. Yeah.
That's right.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I've been good.
You look good. I love your tie.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And Norm, how you doing? How have you been?
Listen, man, I'm just a fat old man trying to get through life. But when I even sit beside such a image, I can't.
I'm sorry, when did you become an old Southern colonel? Well, I don't know much, but I know that I'd like to take you for a walk down to that creek yonder. Who are you?
I was talking literally when I said breathtaking, and it's very hard to speak when you don't got no breath left.
Oh, now honestly, this is too good.
He's gonna give me the look. He's gonna give me the look. He's gonna give me a look. Now he is. Wait, I knew it. All right, you gotta come back when this masher isn't here.
I've got to come back with all you guys.
Yeah. I like this lineup. We gotta take this on the road.
I was thinking the same thing.
You guys want to all go on the road together and take this act around town?
I don't think I could survive it. I mean, right now, if you were to take my post, you'd have to subtract 8.
Okay, so Scream Queens airs Tuesdays at 9 on Fox.
Yes.
And look for Kiki's new book out.
Yes.
I hope I'm in it.
We can work it out.
It's coming out in January.
Yes.
You got to get me in there fast. January 2017. Look for the Conan is Hot chapter.
Yeah.
Kiki Palmer, thank you so much. Live greatest hits from around the world is the brand new album from my next guest, who will be appearing tomorrow night at the Greek Theater, right here in Los Angeles. Let's give it up for ZZ Top!
made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You know, 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and a deeper death. Say, Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Step aside. A lot of men did and a lot of men died. One fist of iron and the other of steel. If the right don't get you, then the left one will. You know, 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and a deeper debt. Say, Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
Hey, thank you. Hey, that's an honor. Sir, great to see you again. I love a dog running out. Hi there. How are you? Hi. ZZ Top, ladies and gentlemen. That's our show. Good night, everybody. My guests tonight are comedy superstars who are doing stand-up together in their Here Comes the Funny tour. Please welcome Adam Sandler, David Spade, Nick Swartzen, Norm MacDonald, and Rob Schneider. That's so crazy. It's very strange. You like the point? No, yeah, that's nice, Norm.
The Norm and Friends tour.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is the most comedians I've ever had on at one time.
Yeah.
Not sure how this is going to work, but we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it, see?
Yeah, sure.
Now, first of all, Adam, I got to talk to you. You've been working with all these guys. You've been working with Norm probably... You've been working for him with him for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
we all have been. We all know each other as long, you know, forever. Me and Spade and Schneider used to live all right across the street from each other since we're like 20 years old or something.
Right. There you go.
And Swartzen, we don't know that well, but we got. But Normie, no, I think we just bring it up was when me and Norm, when we did Billy Madison, I said I would tell.
Yeah.
The story.
Yeah.
So
that's like the first time you guys worked together in a movie, right?
Yeah. Movie. I mean, it was the first.
That was our first movie.
Hey, we're right here, guys. We're right here.
Yeah. So Norm and I did the movie, and Norm is we didn't know each other's acting style. Yeah.
Right.
So Me and Norm are best friends in the movie, and we're out at the pool. We're doing a pool scene. I'm Billy Madison, of course, so old Billy's gonna talk to you. And Frank?
I played Frank.
You're gonna turn and clarify everything.
I get nervous with Normie behind me. But I'm doing a scene with Norm at the pool, and I tell him, I say my line. I think I did it very well, and then I'm like, let me see how Norm, ping pongs this line back. and so there was a little bit of a delay, and I was like, old Norm likes to take his time.
Yeah.
And then
maybe it's an acting technique, right?
Maybe he's going deep for this. Yeah, right. And then I'm waiting a little longer, and I'm like, wow, he's really milking this one. And then a few more seconds, I noticed old Norm was sleeping. Right? Remember that?
I got
Yes, sir.
You fell asleep while the camera was rolling.
Well, they wanted me to play a drunk.
That's right, that's right.
And so I said, you got some booze?
No,
but also he called me Frank, and in my mind I was thinking, who the is Frank?
That's right. That's right.
Yes, Rob, you had something you wanted to add.
Conan, I just realized that I'm basically in the audience.
Now, David, let me ask you something. I understand that on this Here Comes the Funny tour, there's a group chat that you guys have engaged in. How's that going?
Well, obviously we all just make fun of each other, and Rob got a good one in on Adam, because Adam is not off limits. He really pretends to be one of the guys. And he says, hey, I'm fair game. But Rob goes, hey, Adam, when you do the show, you should tape it, and then you see where the jokes don't work, and then take those jokes out of your act and put better ones in. He goes, that's what I do!
By the way, I just want to say about the private jet, sometimes Adam's nice enough to actually let us go up front where he sits. Which is
that's nice.
Thank you for that.
Hey, so now, Norm, it's an amazing lineup. How excited have the crowds been? Have they been excited?
They've been incredible. Every city we go to, this is what I see my duty.
Why do you talk like an old Civil War general? Why? We're gonna take that ridge, I tell you. We're gonna get on our horses, see, and go up that ridge. And we're gonna drive those Yankees all the way back to Boston.
I just think a comedy engine that powerful takes some time to rev up.
That's right, Eddie.
Tell us about those crowds you've been seeing, Norm.
Well, during the day, I hit the streets with a sandwich board and try to get people out. And I was in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah. Denver, sure.
And the guy says, you're doing a show here. I said, yeah, where? The big auditorium. He goes, how do you get to play the big auditorium? I said, I'll tell you, it's not just me. It's David Spade will be there, and Nick Schwartzen too. Well, by God, the fella said, from the Sandler movies, they're fantastic. I'd pay anything. It's just I don't have much money. I'm down on my luck. I says, I can get you tickets. I can get you tickets, sir. He goes, it'd be a dream of a lifetime. I said, well, if you think that's a dream, wait till you hear this. Adam Sandler will be there himself. My God, the guy said, I'll bring me and my wife too, is that all right? I said, sure, I'll get you 2 tickets. He says, what time's the show? I said, it's at 8 o'clock. I said, also, Rob Schneider's there. He said, 8 o'clock's not good, that's when the news is on.
Let me just say, Norm, let me just say, I think it was a bathroom break in the middle of that joke.
Yeah.
Also, no, it's my job on tour. Let me just say this: is to introduce all these wonderful comics,
he's a great
and to make sure to find wherever Norm has run off to.
Yeah. Now, Norm, you have a theory, apparently, that it's very famous for difficult people to bomb on.
It's very famous for difficult people to bomb. What are you, on acid?
I'm sorry, I'm channeling your old Bob Dole character. You've said it's very difficult for famous people to bomb. That's what I meant to say.
You're actually more articulate when you're not reading off a blue card.
I lost the will to live a long
Yes.
But you know what I just realized? You should be sitting in the background of every show on television, just spouting shit the whole time.
David Spade and I have had a hell of a time. Well, he's been a good man to me, I'll tell you that.
When we get home at night, we all get to this hotel, and then when we walk up, me and Norm are on the same floor, and then separate from Adam. And then we go up, and then Norm goes, "Hey, want to cruise in for a while?" But I'm sort of the biggest puss in the tour. I always go to bed early. I go, "Nah, I'm gonna crash, and probably take a bath, just crash." He goes, "You can take one here, and we get some food." I'm like, "No thanks, Cosby. I'm just gonna." And he goes, "Nah, come on in." He goes, "We'll order food. We'll have some fun. We'll talk, play games." I go, "I wish a chick would ever do this in my life." So I go, "Nah." I go, "I'm just gonna cruise." He goes, "All right." And then the next day he goes, he's with everyone. He goes, "Last night, Spade, I ordered all this food for him, and he blows me off." I go, I told you I didn't want to eat food." He goes, "Oh, okay, this guy thinks I'm made of money. I'm not getting paid shit on this."
Yeah, we all have a Norm impression. My favorite is that we were in Colorado at the same time.
Yeah.
"Hey, you got legal marijuana here. Yeah, it's not like California where you need like a marijuana license. You know, you gotta have a reason for medical marijuana, like Tuesdays make me sad."
Is it legal on a talk show host? I mean, on a talk show, I'm being like...
Oh, wait,
I know.
maybe you need a blue card there, old man.
Is it legal for a fellow guest to rape my act for an anecdote?
You tell us, Cosby.
We haven't heard from Nick Swartzen.
Yes,
Yeah,
Nick.
what about Nick?
Nick, what you got? How are you enjoying the tour?
My favorite, going back to that text thread, and it was the last show at Mohegan Sun, and we were exhausted, and so we all slept in. And I woke up at 11 a.m., and Norm had texted everybody at 8 a.m. He goes, "It was." And he go, "Hey, anybody want to get breakfast?" And we were all asleep, so we were tired. And we all woke up at like 11, and then I text everybody. I'm like, "Hey, does anybody want to get breakfast?" People were like, yeah, let's go eat. And then Norm got mad at me for like 2 days. He was like, "I had the idea for breakfast." He goes, "You took my idea for breakfast. I thought of that 6 a.m. I thought of that first."
That's my idea.
Breakfast is from my act.
These showbiz folks get up. These showbiz folks get up late.
Yeah, all right.
I get up early. I get up so early, I wake up the rooster.
Okay. We're going to take a little break and sort things out. There's more coming up. Stick around. It's the Here Comes the Funny tour, right?
Yeah,
which starts December 2nd.
Yes, we are on tour doing stand-up together. We're all running around doing our act. Tim Meadows is on a few shows, too.
Yeah.
All right. Hilarious guy.
Tim Meadows, everybody.
Very good.
So, yeah, like December 2nd to the December 14th or something, we're running around the country doing the act.
All right, I got a lot of questions here. Rob, do you like all the traveling? It's a ton of traveling.
I like it. It is a lot. You know, you fall asleep sometimes on the plane. Sometimes these guys try to pull practical jokes. Nothing like waking up with Nick Swartzen's penis in your hair.
Did that really happen?
Yeah.
How long were you there with the penis on his hair before he woke up?
About 4 hours.
You know, it's funny, too, because notice who's wearing a hat.
You know.
Exactly.
Protected,
I said, you know, you're looking for Spade. He's 2 seats over.
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever saw a man sleep with 2 eyes open.
You're getting older as the night goes on. You're a really old blues musician now. Now, Adam.
Listen, I tell you this, Conan.
Oh, God.
Here it comes.
What's that, old man?
Everybody talking about Trump and all this. I say make love, not war.
He's right.
That's it?
And if you want both, get married.
There you go.
What an awful man. Now listen,
It's very similar though when the Trump thing.
Adam, let's talk about this. Adam, you love playing basketball. I know that. I've known you for a long time. You play with these guys. Nick, is he good? Is he a good basketball player?
Okay. Adam is very good at basketball. He's very deceiving at basketball. But in all fairness, we don't play hard defense because we need to keep working. So if we hard foul Adam, everything's you know what I mean? Yeah. So we always
you guys are very protective
They
about
give me a foot or two back. Yeah, I know. But I gotta say, playing ball. So we do this tour. We fly to every city. We get there, and I'll say to everybody always when we get off the plane is always like, "Hey, what do you guys want to do?" And I always say, "Hey, you guys want to play basketball?" And every one of them pretends they're going to. Like, oh, where? And then I'm like, oh, the Pacers gave us their place where they play, and they're like, oh, I don't like it there.
By the way, congrats on the new talk show. I'm very proud.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been waiting for that for 23 years.
I'll tell you one thing. As you know, on your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Now, I'm no one to take charity.
You're doing like a Mark Twain one-man show. All alone in the back. What do we got? I'm not one to take charity.
I'm saying I sucked him off.
Surprise ending.
You're making me out to be Hal Holbrook over here.
Save some of that
None
gold
of this will
for the...
air. None of this is going to be on the air. You're going to have to buy this on a cassette that'll be wrapped in brown paper.
Lord.
Now,
in all seriousness, I knew everybody. Nick least of all. But I've made great friends with Nick, and Adam is the most kind and generous man there is in Hollywood.
You are too, Normie.
And they've all been very kind to me, and I thank them.
Well, Norm, you're awesome. We all love
you, Norm.
We all love you.
Norm.
And I just want to say, sometimes
This is the part of the night, or it usually happens about this time, when the medication goes off. And it's just
Can I say something?
Sure. Yeah.
Do you remember how exciting it was? Swarty, you weren't there. I'm sorry, but you can jump in anyways. But when Conan got the show.
Oh, yeah.
How great that was when we were all young boys at Saturday Night Live.
We were all young Saturday Night Live guys.
And you were the man, and there was like a big deal, and they gave it to Coney. Everybody went to
As a matter of fact, I remember the very night, because we were in Mohawk and we watched you, right?
That's right. We were in Mohawk with Farley.
Yeah, and Farley was there. Yeah. Farley, that night was the first night I ever met Farley. It was your first night on the show.
We all sat around and watched you when we were cheering you on, buddy.
And Farley, he took me, he never met me before in his life, you know? And he took me back. He said, I got to tell you a secret about SNL.
Oh, yeah.
Took me all the way to the back in Mohawk.
Like the woods. This is the woods.
No, within the
hotel, right?
In the hotel, and he secreted me into this room, and he locked it, and he made sure it wasn't bugged and everything. He said, I got a secret to tell you. I was very, honored to have this. And then his secret was, he said, this doesn't go past these walls. Pat is a woman!
All right, we're gonna do something. We're gonna take a break from this very strange show.
Yeah.
But you gotta stick around, because when we come back, I have a strong feeling that Mr. Adam Sandler might play us the song. Ladies and gentlemen, here to sing us a tune is...
Can I just say one thing, Norm?
Yes, sir.
Before I sing the tune?
Yeah.
Norm MacDonald's mom is here. Should we say hi to her?
Yeah, where is she?
Way in the back there.
There she just want to point out, she's been at every taping of my show for 23 years.
She always sits right in the back, so she can get out of here.
We get her the best seat in the
Beat
house.
the traffic.
That's right.
You're gonna sing us a little tune.
I'll sing a song.
Who wants
everybody.
this?
Okay, sorry, this will take a second. And this is Conan's guitar. Thanks, Conan.
No problem.
All right, it's a nice one. Okay, it's kind of a, I don't know. It gets heavy. I hope you can handle it. Okay. My old chair is like a big comfy friend. It's soft and it's fuzzy with a brownish orangey blend. But the padding is gone and I'm sorry to say I think it's time for me to throw my chair away. Oh no. So I sit in you one last time. I promise not to cry. Pull on your handle, then recline and say goodbye. So I put you out on the curb, and I wish you good luck. Then I see a guy with a mullet drive by and put you in the back of his truck. And I hope that he'll be good to you, do the things that I couldn't do, and I hope he gives you more than me. I hope that he's good company. But when I climb into my bed and I turn out the light, I'll be wondering who's farting in your cushion tonight. I could always fart on you. Sorry. I could always fart on you. You were always in the mood. Even that one summer when I was eating lots of Indian food. But I miss you more than ever, and I know I'm to blame. I guess I can fart on the couch now, but baby, it's just not the same. And I miss you, baby, oh so much. Your giant buttons and your velvet touch. And I miss you more than anything, the ball pokey of your broken spring. If loving a chair is wrong, I don't want to be right. So I'm wondering who's farting in your cushion tonight. Do you remember the night we watched the movie Norbit? And every time I broke wind, you were happy to absorb it. And after I'd go jogging, my sweaty ass would get your seat wet. And when I accidentally shattered my pants, you kept it a secret. And I think that I should let you know I'm sorry that I let you go. And every day I hope I see my chair on the curb just waiting for me. I dream about you all the time, and I hope you're all right. That's why I'm wondering who's farting in your cushion tonight. 'Cause I wish it was me who was farting in your cushion tonight.
December 2nd. These guys will all be in Los Angeles December 6th. At the Microsoft Theater, Adam Sandler, David Spade, Nick Swartzen, Norm MacDonald, Rob Schneider, Norm MacDonald's mom! There she is right there. She tried to leave without paying. We'll take a break. We'll be right back to the round. Pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guests are fronted by Daveed Diggs, the Tony and Grammy award-winning actor from the smash Broadway hit Hamilton. They're here tonight with a song from their album Splendor and Misery. Please welcome Clipping.
Should've made the noose a little tighter, cause it ain't nobody dead. We who are about to bang them drums, beating on a dead body, riding shotgun, talking that talk trick, bite your tongue, see that ship over your city, better run, run. This war is like a board game, where we come from, already bored, claiming you're a gang. Pum, go to gun, boy, on some other trip. Check your solar system trick, don't let another sucker catch you sleeping at the wrong sun. Son of haters, send him in a orbit. Higher than these other suckers claiming is they purpose. Turn and ask your partner why he started acting nervous. Rat, keep talking that slip service. Rats decided it was time to hit the surface. Cats sleeping on him, write him off like cursive. Drown yourself a hater, his experience immersive. Now that he can feel it, call the doctors and the nurses. Oh, what you gonna do about it? Ain't nothing new about it. Should've made the noose a little tighter, cause it ain't nobody dead, just some goddamn riders. Air 'em out, air 'em out, air 'em out, air 'em out. Nope. Should've made the noose a little tighter, cause it ain't nobody dead, just some goddamn riders. Try to play and kill us off like silk. Old frail gas gotta pay for the milk. Lies high off these lows when they step up in the party. Would've got up in they O's like there was some Owen County. So it's whips and chains. That's their game like it wasn't both. Back when a Mac would slang with his partners, try to make himself a name in the traps. All the way from Banjagara to the Kefa Hoochie trap. Snatch a hoochie with a smile, tap her front of back. Somebody try to stop you, tell that decker back, 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 back. Stack racks, invisible. 5 deep strap hanging out a black dirigible. Player, this is critical. Masses, massive, mass murderer, mastiff. Barking at the moon that done been walked on. Hit the kill switch and you still moving backwards when they choke you with that real trick. What you gonna do about it? Ain't nothing new about it. Should've made the noose a little tighter, cause it ain't nobody dead, just some goddamn riders. Air 'em out, let 'em breathe. Air 'em out, got to fight. Air 'em out, wanna see. Air 'em out, nope. Should've made the noose a little tighter, cause it ain't nobody dead, just some goddamn riders. Come up off your smooth talk, player, this raspy. You're stuck on Morse code, player, this ASCII. Your birthright make you scared to get nasty. The key word is Kemmer, that's what your ass need. Anybody bugging, get it in the mandible. Got a problem, go and hit him on the answerable. Ain't nobody flying just because they fly here. You could trip sets, real players trip light years. Tightrope time, twinkle toes, and what? Is he riding or not? Everybody's hands up. Who they want? Game over. Old leech calling anyone who ain't sober. Old leaking ass man on the corner, talking that talk to the sky is a warning. Hey, you should pay attention what he's saying, cause the acumen ain't everything and these killers ain't playing. Huh? What you gonna do about it? Ain't nothing new about it. Should've made the noose a little tighter, cause it ain't nobody dead, just some goddamn riders in it. Air 'em out, let 'em breathe. Air 'em out, got to fight. Air 'em out, wanna see. Air 'em out, nope. Should've made the noose a little tighter, cause it ain't nobody dead, just some goddamn riders in it. Ride on, ride on, ride on, ride on, ride on, ride on.
That's our show. Good night, everybody.
had guys like you in the audience. Nothing I say gets a chuckle. Want to hear a joke? I had a German girlfriend, and she liked to rate my sexual performance on a scale of 1 to 10. I tried anal one night. I thought I was doing pretty well because she was shouting, 9, 9, 9. See, the idea is 9 means no. So that's why that's funny.
Listen, I know someone hurt you a long time ago. And you've built a wall. But it's time to let that wall down and let me in. I can take us back to the kitchen, and there's oil there. I can see you're thinking about it. If you're interested in having sex with me, blink once.